be where the kids are supposed to line up, so when you're not out on the field, the kids are supposed to all be social distance throughout the season, but they're not.
Oh, so okay, that's what that is.
Hello, we would like to welcome you to beautiful Malvern, Ohio for tonight's round 2 of the Division 7 Region 25 OHSAA high school football playoffs between the 21 seed, the Trojans of South Central, and the 5th seed, that would be your Malvern Hornets. And if you're going to bring a playoff game on KGP TV, a big game, you better bring a big mouth with you, and I've done that. I'm truly honored to be joined once again tonight by my sidekick, my partner in crime, but most of all, he's my teammate, the one and only head basketball coach of the Malvern Hornets, Dennis Tucci. And Coach, an exciting night and an exciting atmosphere to boot.
Oh, it's going to be a fantastic night. It's a beautiful night here in Malvern Village Park at the home of the Malvern Hornets. It's time for some playoff football. I just can't help but think what this place would look like, though, if we didn't have this pandemic going on. This town would be buzzing, and it is, but you just feel bad that most of you at home would want to be here, and we'd like to have you here, and this is the best thing we can do, at least bring it to you into your living rooms, and we're glad we're able to do that with Tom and his crew and his daughter Alex helping us out, and I know you guys appreciate it, and I'm glad you're with us tonight, and like I said, it's time for some high school playoff football.
Absolutely, and this place, even though the crowd is down due to COVID, it is an electric atmosphere here, as you would expect. Malvern will receive the ball to start the game tonight, and we will look at their starting lineup. It will go this way. At left tackle will be number 54, Will Steinberg. At left guard will be number 70, Sam Foster. At center, the double nickel, 55, Peyton Davis. At right guard will be number 52, Bryson White. And at right tackle will be number 50, Caden Grinder. Your wide receivers will be number 9, Trent Severs. Number 21 will be Tristan Phillips. Number 11, KJ Thomas. And number 7 will be Noah Ball, as South Central set to kick it off, and we are underway. Moser will field it at about the 15, cuts it up to the 20.
That's some hard-hitting action on that first play, Tom.
Yeah, absolutely. So first down and 10 at the 28. Let's look at the defense for South Central, the 21 seed, who won last week 41-7. We'll get more into that contest. 3-4 set. Defensive line will be one defensive end, 54, Mason Kiesel. Nose guard will be 75, Hunter Cooper. And the other defensive end will be 52, Adam Wynant. We'll get the rest of the defensive lineup after this play. Pistol formation. Dirk Hutchison rows out. Looking, and he's got a man. What a catch. They're going to say it hit the ground first, incomplete, intended for Phillips.
Well, it was a close call there. It could have gone either way. It could have hit the ground there, but Tristan thought he caught it.
Yeah, and to finish up Malvern's offense, running back, number 1, Adam Moser, and the quarterback will be number 10, Dirk Hutchison. So it'll be second down and 10, ball at the 29, 11:47 left here, just underway. Thanks for joining us on KGP TV. Moser is hit in the backfield, and he will lose a couple of yards.
That's a fired-up bunch of Trojans over there, Tom.
Absolutely. And that was Hunter Cooper, the nose guard. Outside linebacker is 28, Skylar DeBias. Inside linebackers, number 9, Blaine Wheeler. Number 7, Trey Beverly. The other outside linebacker is Jaden Strickland. Corners, Jackson McCormick and Caden Haller. Safety, Parker Gray and Carson Music. Third down and 12. Hutchison, he's got plenty of time. Going up the sideline, double teamed his ball, and it's going to be incomplete. So a 3 and out forced by the Trojans.
Yeah, that's not what you want when you're Malvern Hornet. That's a good play there. Noah Ball was heading down the sideline. The ball drifted just a little bit to the outside, and fell out of bounds there. So the Hornets are going to have to putt, and that's not what you want when you open the game. You want to get a couple first downs, get some momentum, and momentum right away goes to the Trojans.
And, Chief, not to make excuses, the one thing you never are familiar with having in high school football is a bye week. And Malvern hadn't played in 2 weeks, so may need to shake the rust off.
That's a good point I think you made right there.
Well, thank you, sir. Nice punt. Still rolling, and that will go down to about the 20-yard line. That was Noah Ball with the punt. So we'll real quickly look at the offensive starters for South Central. Tackle will be Mason Kiesel. Left guard will be Adam Winans. Center will be Kaiser French. Right guard, Braden Kiesel. Right tackle, Gavin Sexton. And we'll finish the rest of the lineup here to this place. First down and 10. Ball at the 27. Pistol formation. Brandon Mitchell, the quarterback. Looking to the sideline. Mitchell throws it out. He's got a man. Its ball is caught and be dropped at about the 34-yard line. Receiver Carson Music.
I think that's going to be a first down for them on the first play of the game.
Gain of 10 up to the 35. So Carson Music with the catch. Other receiver, Caden Hunter, Jackson McCormick. Pistol formation.
Guess they marked it a little shy, so it's well. Now what are they going to do here?
Oh, I don't think they had to change.
Well, there was
you called
definitely,
it.
yeah, there was definitely miscommunication there, but they got it straight out. It was right. It's first down play for the Trojans.
Running back, number 7, Trey Beverly, and the quarterback, 5'11", 165-pound sophomore, Brandon Mitchell. We'll set the Hornet defense after this play. First down and 10. Beverly has it. And he will be stood up right at the line of scrimmage. And let's meet the Hornets defense. Defensive end, Sam Foster. Nose guard, Peyton Davis. Defensive end, Caden Grinder. Your linebackers, Adam Moser, Xavier Watson, Bryson White. You'll hear his name a lot. And Johnny Walker. The corners, Tristan Phillips, Dirk Hutchison. Safeties, Noah Ball and Dylan Phillips.
This has been the single most factor in the Hornets' turnaround this year, going 6-0 during the regular season. This defense has been dynamic.
Pistol formation. Beverly has it, and he'll go over to 40 to about the 42-yard line, a gain of nearly 8.
Bryson White was on the tackle there, but he got 8 yards.
We talked about the Trojans, the 21 seed, and an underdog team playing with a lot of confidence.
Well, when I walked in tonight, watched them warm up, they passed the eye test. I mean, they look good out there.
Coach, you know a lot of times you can't look at the record. It's who you played that counts.
Absolutely.
Johnny Walker in on the tackle there, but Beverly needed 2, and he gets 3 first down Trojans.
This is what they want to do. They want to just pound the rock inside. They want to move those chains, keep Dirk Hutchison and his exciting offense on the sideline. And so far, so good for the Trojans. That's 2 first downs already.
8:50 clock running here in the opening quarter. We apologize. We had some technical difficulties and could not get the time on the scoreboard. And there's a fumble, and the Hornets have it. Beverly fumbled. And is that Johnny Walker who came up with it?
I think it was Johnny Walker, number 88, maybe. It was Grinder.
Grinder. Oh.
Caden Grinder, number 50.
It may have been Walker who came up with the hit. It was hard to see. So a break here for the Hornets. 2 first downs for the Trojans, but they turn it over in their own territory.
Let's see if this will spark the Hornet offense.
So first down and 10, ball at the 41-yard line. Hutchison gives it to Moser up the middle, and he gets, well, still battling. Gain of maybe a couple and getting knocked back by Adam Winans.
Let's see if next time Hutchison will fake that handoff to Moser. They're keying on him pretty tight, and see if Hutchison keeps it the next time and see what that does to the Trojan defense. I look for that play right here, see what happens.
So 2nd down and 8. Second possession for the Hornets. They went 3 and out on their first. Pistol formation. Phillips in motion, and he gets it on the jet sweep, but there's a illegal procedure call, so back the Hornets up 5 yards. Now, partner, it seemed like 2 weeks ago, the last time the Hornets played against East Canton, early they had some penalties that put them behind the sticks, but they were able to overcome those.
Right, I'm not so sure that can happen tonight, though. This team here, these Trojans, they look awfully good out there on defense. So you got to limit turnovers. You have to limit your penalties because 10 yards is hard enough. You don't want to go 15.
Talking to some fine folks from South Central High School before kickoff, they said they're around Greenwich up by Sandusky, about a 2-hour drive. Moser breaks it to the outside.
There he goes.
40. Oh, and he's tripped up.
What a play by 28 from South Central. Wow, he saved a touchdown.
You're right. The little shoestring tackle by the bias.
It's big play time for the Hornets. They want to keep this drive going. It's 3rd down and 3 inside the Trojan territory, right about the 33-yard line. Big play time for the Hornets.
7:10 left here in the opening quarter. Hutchison will keep it, and he'll be stood up short of the first down. He may have got a yard. Now it's decision time for the Hornets.
Well, they're going to go for it. Just decide what the play they're going to run. I look for them to go for it. 4th and 2.
Kiesel led the Trojans' defensive effort there to stand Hutchison up.
They're doing a nice job inside on this Trojan defense. 4th and 2.
Malvern trying to take advantage of an early turnover by South Central. Pistol formation. Hutchison will keep it around the right end, and he will not get it, I don't think.
Very good play by South Central. Number 8, McCormick, made a great play. He had one-on-one, and Hutchison's hard to bring down one-on-one, but McCormick stuck his shoulder in there and got him by the legs and brought him down. So that's big momentum again for the Trojans.
Now, Tucci, I know it's early in this game, but I'm going to go on record right now. This is the 21st seeded team here in Region 25. If there's 20 other teams better in this region, I'm an airplane pilot.
No question about it.
It's just not. That's not happening.
Well, they came in at 0-6, but
that's why.
But Norwalk St. Paul is a heck of a football team and a heck of a program, and this team lost to them by 2. So we knew that they were a good team, and they proved it last week. They beat the 12 seed by 40.
So now 4 receivers to the right. Mitchell looking bubble screen, and they got running room. 40, 45, across midfield to the 44-yard line.
And Noah Ball brought him down, but he gained 20 yards. Good play by South Central. They're playing with a little spring in their step. They're happy to be in Malvern, and now they're going 4 wide to the left side and just 1 lone receiver to the right.
Yeah, and did you see who made that reception for them?
I did not see that.
25, Carson Music. That's his second reception. Again, empty backfield. Mitchell throws to the short side. It is incomplete.
Boy, he threw a bullet in there. Yeah. Strong-armed kid.
Yeah, pass was intended for Jackson McCormick. And you're right, but he threw it low to protect his receiver. One thing, and then the second thing to make sure he was the only one who was going to have an opportunity to catch it. 2nd and 10. Beverly has it, and he gets stood up.
Good defense there. Bryson White on the tackle. Xavier Watson was in there, number 12. No gain, maybe a yard gain.
And is there a more active linebacking crew than you have here in Malvern?
I'll tell you what, those guys have a nose for the ball, and they've done a wonderful job all year, and they're certainly getting tested here tonight.
But I tell you what, Foster, Davis, and Grinder, they do a great job tying the linemen up and letting them four reign. And here's an offensive procedure call.
Easy call for the refs. They like those kind. Nobody can yell at them on that one. Everybody in the stands, and even all of our friends out there outside the gates, they all saw that one.
And Gavin Sexton, the 6 foot, 255-pound junior, will be called.
He might have made a mistake there, but he doesn't make too many mistakes. Our coaches are really, really fond of him. They think he's a heck of a lineman.
So it's 3rd down and 14, nearing the 5-minute mark here in the first quarter. Here's that bubble screen. Music turns the corner. There's a holding call as Ball comes up with the tackle. So now an interesting decision here for Malvern. Do you take the penalty or make it 4th and 8?
I think you have to take it, moving back 10 more yards. I don't know what kind of punting game they have, but if it's mediocre at best, I certainly would put them back 10 more yards if I was in charge. And exactly what Coach Churko did. He took the yardage, makes it 3rd and a long, but more importantly, it puts them back inside their own 40. So if we happen to get a stop here, it'll set up a true punting situation for South Central.
Yeah, we'll call this 3rd down in Sandy Valley to go. As about 25 yards. Empty back. Oh, Mitchell throws it over. It's incomplete. Intended for Beverly. Probably as good thing as well for the Trojans. That wasn't caught.
Yeah, there's people out there ready to tackle him. Adam Mosier was out there. Sam Foster was drifting, and Xavier Watson was 5 yards back. So they're going to have to punt, and that's what the Hornets wanted here. See if they get that offense going. 2 possessions and nothing so far for the Hornet offense.
4.5 minutes left here in the opening quarter.
You know, we blamed having the bye week for some rustiness. And, we played almost a quarter of football here, over a quarter of football, almost a quarter of football. So there's no more of that rustiness. It's time to get this offense going.
Nice punt, fielded at the 30. That's Hutchison, and he will get to the 36. So not bad field position again for Malvern.
Yeah, that's not been the problem. They got good field position, and they just need a couple first downs, or maybe break a long one and see if we can get South Central on their heels a little bit. They're the aggressor right now. You got to give them credit.
Yeah, and when's the last time you've seen this offense, 3rd possession coming out, still no first downs?
I'm not so sure that's happened all year.
So, pistol formation, 4:20 left here in the opening quarter. Hutchison throws.
There's a first down. Oh,
finds
almost.
Ball.
I was a little premature. He got 9 yards.
And he'll be dropped about a yard short.
But what a weapon number 7 is, Noah Ball. He catches everything. He's a nice big target, has sure hands, and that was Dirk Hutchison, old reliable, out to number 7 for a 9-yard gain.
And speaking of sure-handed, Jackson McCormick there with a solid tackle. But Moser will move the chains for the first down for the Hornets.
Yeah, it comes with the 3:48 mark of the first quarter, like I said, on the Hornets' 3rd possession. Big Frankie McClellan going to make his first appearance. Sophomore lineman, number 76, coming in. Looks like we're going to go a little tight formation. Taking a receiver out, putting in an extra lineman.
Yeah, they will take Thomas out.
Well, they put Bryson White. We saw this last 2
Yes.
weeks ago. Bryson White's now playing as a slot back.
Moser turns, and here's a penalty, and it looks like a possible block in the back or holding. It'll be 10 yards regardless, yes. Yes, you're right, my man. That was a this was an offensive set that Malvern had success. They used it in the second half against East Canton, but a penalty backs them up.
There's a 12-yard penalty there. I guess it's a spot foul.
Yes.
He's 2 yards in the backfield, so now that brings up 1st and 22. But Hornet offense, they're capable of getting this. So let's see how this transpires.
Nearing the 3-minute mark of the first quarter. Hutchison looking, swing past the Moser.
Oh, nice pass right.
He's got running room.
Oh, nice
what a
play.
block 50,
Nice.
40, 35, inside the 30.
I know, that was a great catch and run by Adam Mosier, but that ball was placed perfectly so that he did not have to slow it. In fact, he could almost accelerate catching that ball, and he was off down that right sideline, and Trent Severs, number 9, got a fantastic block to spring him for an additional 10, 20, 30 yards.
I tell you what, I think if Severs was on the basketball court, I don't even think they would have called him for an illegal screen. He was set and did a nice block to shield the would-be tackler. Hutchison dropped for a loss.
And when he faked that handoff to Mosier, I thought he had a room, but that's a quick defensive line up there, and they found him. Tobias, again, on the stop. He's played some good defense for these Trojans.
Yes, he has. I tell you what, we talked about the Malvern linebackers being active so far here this third possession. The linebacking crew for the Trojans have been very active as well. Under 2 minutes left in the opening quarter.
Yeah, they've done well stopping the Hornet running game. The only success we've had so far has been through the air.
White up back, Phillips in motion. He gets it going around the left end. Breaks a tackle, and he will squirt to about the 25-yard line, gain of 6.
Good run there by Tristan. He could have had a no-gain play, but he broke a tackle and moved it up 6-7 yards. It's going to make it manageable, 3rd and 6 for the Hornets.
And with the ball at the 25-minute 20 left here in the opening quarter, 4-down territory, you think?
Absolutely.
Pistol formation. Hutchison got time, throws deep. In the end zone, is it caught? I think it was caught, but they're going to say ball was out of bounds.
Boy, I tell you what, he made a great play on it. He was double-teamed and jumped over his defender, caught the ball, but he was up against the sideline and landed out of bounds.
Wow, and that's a dead giveaway. You've got 2 downs to get it. Going for the end zone, and again, Hutchison, he goes top shelf with that throw where only ball can go up and get it, and what a catch it was, just out of bounds in the end zone.
That's good defense by South Central. They're playing.
So 58 seconds left, 4th and 6, no score.
Peyton Davis, our center, just came out. So I don't know what happened there. We have a freshman center, and there's Zach Babicek.
It don't look like anyone's looking at Davis on the sideline, and Malvern will take a timeout.
This might be a good move. So if Peyton Davis is okay, I'm sure they'll get him back in there. Some maybe got a stinger of some kind because he's standing over here, and I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, now, Coach, during this timeout, we talked about South Central. Talking to some of your fine folks here, the team they knocked off last week, the 12th seed, has a connection with the school here.
Yeah, Fairport Harbor was who South Central beat last week, and their coach was a Malvern coach and teacher for 4 or 5 years. He was the head wrestling coach and assistant football coach. In fact, he ran the defense for us here at Malvern. He got his first head coaching job up there at Fairport Harbor. He's done a nice job, and we were hoping we'd get a homecoming for him and his wife, because his wife was also an elementary teacher for us, but South Central didn't want to oblige, and they wanted to make the trip to beautiful downtown Malvern, and they're here. But it would have been nice to see Cameron Ruff. He's a great family man, a good teacher, and a good football coach.
Yeah, talking to some of the folks up here in the press box, they were hoping, for that reason, the chance for him to come back home here and get the visit. But the Trojans went in there and had different ideas.
Did you see, Tom, if the center went back? I think he did. Peyton Davis is back in the game.
Yeah.
He's back in the game, number 55. He must have just a little stinger.
Yeah, and like I said, it looked like a good sign on the sideline when he was standing there. Nobody was around him.
Well, the white hat, the referee, noticed that he was out there, and he stopped and played. He's going to have words with Mr. Churko right now, Coach Churko, and I don't know what this is all about. Babicek's going back in. Maybe he has to sit out a play.
Yeah.
But we had a timeout. I would think that would constitute that he would be allowed to play, because that's what it usually is in college. I know the college rules.
But unless maybe he entered in too late.
I don't know what that is.
Yeah, I didn't see when he entered. But anyway, it's 4th down and
good snap by Babicek. Good for him. Good for the young man.
Hutchison looking long. The ball, and that could be a flag.
Yes. Yes, they called it.
A good call, but a tough break for the Trojans. They had 3 defenders back there, and one of them ran in the ball, so it's a 15-yard penalty. Well, or maybe half the distance. It should be an automatic first down.
Unfortunate for the Trojans. He was just a little premature getting there. I think it was a good play, but he caught it probably just about a second early.
Coach, you don't think the Trojans have watched a couple of game films on the Malvern Hornets, because Ball is drawing a crowd wherever he goes.
He is, but as you know, even when he's guarded, he's open.
Yes. Watson's going to come in for Phillips.
Be nice to draw first blood here if you're a Malvern fan.
First and goal. 49 seconds left in the opening quarter. Is that Moser? Yes. Around the corner. Does he get in? No, they're going to mark him out just short at the 2-yard line.
I was trying to read this referee's mind down here. It looked like he wanted to call holding, but he didn't know if he should. He didn't call it, thank goodness for the Hornets, and the ball is going to be inside the 1-yard line.
Chief, I have no problem with you trying to read people's minds, but if anyone here starts trying to read yours, we're in trouble.
That would not be good.
Boy,
time for the kids to go to bed.
But, man, hey, how was Moser patient on that run or what?
And then had a nice burst.
Hutchison keeps it. Can he get there?
I think he's in.
He does.
Yes, touchdown.
Touchdown, Hornets. 35 seconds left, and it is a 2-yard touchdown run by the quarterback, Dirk Hutchison. And with 35 seconds left, the Hornets strike first on South Central.
Certainly wasn't easy.
Oh, no. I don't think anything's going to be easy tonight for the green-cladded Hornets, that's for sure. Extra point coming. The freshman's kick is up. And it is good. So 35 seconds left. Hornets strike first and lead South Central 7-0. I'll tell you what, we'll take a timeout. Take a look at our sponsors and be right back here on KGP TV.
I play for the Buckeye Trail Warriors, and I'm a quarterback and free safety. I started playing football when I was in 6th grade. I started to play because of the Ohio State Buckeyes, and I just like hitting people.
Welcome back to Malvern. Second round of the Division 7 Region 25 playoffs. South Central in Malvern doing battle here. Trojans fielded at the 25.
He's got a path.
And that's Music.
And he got through that path, didn't he?
Music could be gone. And a touchdown saving tackle by Johnny Walker.
Well, that kid's fast because I know what kind of speed Johnny Walker has. And he caught him, but it took him a minute, didn't it?
Wow. And the Trojans get their first big play of the game as Music takes it all the way down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. We still have 22 seconds left here in the first quarter.
Well, he had an opening, but he got through it quickly, and the Hornets' only chance was number 88, and he just got a piece of his shoestring and pulled him down inside the 10. So it's an important part of this game, because if they can answer right here, I think we're in for a great game throughout. Good hustle by Johnny Walker.
Yeah, and credit the special teams, the return team for the Trojans. They set up a nice wall to spring Music. Mitchell with Beverly to his right. And he'll give it to Beverly. And he'll be stood up. Is that White?
Yeah, White has the ball, but he was down. At least his forward progress was stopped. That was a good call.
So we'll give Beverly a yard on the carry, and that will be the end of the first quarter. After 1 quarter of play here, second round of the playoffs, your score, Malvern 7, South Central 0. We'll take a timeout and be back for second quarter action. Welcome back here on KGP TV. Second and goal from the 7. And the Trojans will take it in for pay dirt.
Good hard run to the left side of their offense, heading toward their sideline. And a good run, 6 points. Now the all-important extra point.
Was that Beverly?
It was Beverly, I believe.
It was
on that
Beverly
run. Yeah.
on the touchdown run.
Well, coaches were concerned about him. They said he's a hard runner. They look like they're going to kick also for the extra point.
So I tell you, so the kick by South Central, that'll be Hagen Adams, sophomore. The kick is up, and it is good.
2 young kickers, Malvern a freshman and South Central a sophomore, and both of them came through on their first try in playoff football action.
So I tell you, 7-yard touchdown run by Beverly. And 1 play into the second quarter, we're tied up. And the big play, the electrifying kickoff return by Music, who took it from his own 20 down to the 7-yard line.
Yeah, that put them right back into this ball game, and it's game on here.
So we were talking before we came back on the air. The winner of this game will take on the Plymouth Big Red or the Dalton Bulldogs.
Right.
Dalton is the 4 seed, and they lead Plymouth in the second quarter 7-0.
Yeah, Dalton's out of the Wayne County League, just over there by this side of Worcester, on the east side of Worcester. And Malvern has scrimmaged them the last couple of years. So two pretty familiar foes, and we go against them a lot in summer basketball. So our kids know some of their kids, and they've got a good football program, a good basketball program, and they're coming through a good run of athletes right now. So I wouldn't be surprised if Dalton wins that game, and the winner of this game will make that trip next Friday night.
So there's the kickoff by Adams. Live ball, it's picked up by Watson. And Xavier Watson will return it to about the 34. So first down and 10 Hornets. 11:50 left here in the second quarter. I'm merely Tom Strasser. My sidekick, Dennis Tucci, as well as our producer, Alex Strasser.
The brains of the outfit.
Absolutely. Thanks for joining us here on KGP TV. We are truly thankful, blessed, and excited to be bringing you Malvern Hornet playoff football tonight. Man in motion gets it. I believe that's...
Did he fumble that ball?
Yes. Yeah, and I believe that was Phillips who fumbled it.
I think he was struggling with it. He was juggling it a little bit, and then I think he regained possession, and then he fumbled it again.
I think you're right, Coach. It looked like he never really secured it cleanly, and then went right when he was doing it, he got popped, and the Trojans. So each team with a turnover, and South Central will have it in Hornet territory. The 38-yard line.
Going to need a big play out of this defense. Who's going to make it for the Hornets?
Mitchell, look. He's going long.
He's wide open.
He's got a man, but he's going to overthrow his intended receiver, Jackson McCormick. But
First down play, and we were looking to run, and I got a little nosy. Our defensive backs got a little nosy watching for that run, and McCormick sneaked behind him, and he was wide open. Fortunately for the Hornets, the ball was overthrown just a tad.
But, Coach, I thought the Trojans may have got away with some movement there. It looked like Beverly and then the right side of the line seemed to be moving just ahead of the snap.
I thought so too, but I'm a little biased.
Well, I'm the consummate professional, so
Absolutely.
So you can go with it. Beverly has it. Hard run over the 35 to about the 34, gain of 4. Walker on the tackle.
That's the same play they scored their touchdown on. This time we held them to a 3-yard gain. So it's big play time. It's 3rd and 7.
Yeah, and you got to think the Trojans are thinking 4-down territory here, trying to take advantage of a fumble.
Oh, boy.
Okay, now let's see. They're going to call all sides.
Yeah, easy call. We jumped. They gave the ha-ha, and our guy jumped off.
So now make it 3rd down and 2.
And like you say, if it's 4-down territory, they got 2 downs to get 2 yards.
Pistol formation. Mitchell gives it to Beverly, and I think he has enough.
It's going to be close. Yep, they marked it 1st down. They're running to that left side. They like something over there. It's the right side of the Hornet defense, the left side of their Trojan offense, and they're having some success over there. And let's see what the Hornets do to try to stop that.
Beverly didn't get much, but he didn't need much on that one. So 1st down and 10, ball at the 28. So they gave him the 3 yards that he needed. Here's a throw, man open.
Make the tackle.
And that's going to be a touchdown by McCormick.
Yeah, he had a one-on-one out here on the edge and caught the ball and made the tackler miss. And it's 6 more points for the Trojans.
Yeah, Jackson McCormick, and that was just a matchup one-on-one. And just like that, 10-25.
You listeners at home are not going to believe this, but Tripp is up in the press box, and he needs $5 from his dad.
Hey, well, you got your wallet out, by the way.
Yeah.
Me and Alex are going to need some food on the way back.
Anything you need, you need.
So Jackson McCormick. Because Adams' extra point is up, and it's no good. 10-25 left here in the 2nd quarter. Your score is now South Central 13, Malvern 7. We'll take a timeout and be right back. Welcome back to Malvern as the Hornets, the 5th-seeded Hornets, find themselves in a battle and a deficit, 13-7, 10:25 left here in the second quarter.
Where things are just not going the way of the Hornets right now. They need one of these seniors, either Adam Mosier, Dirk Hutchison, Trent Severs. They need one of these seniors to step up, take this game back over, and get things the way we want it, because right now we're a lackadaisical bunch. We're feeling sorry for ourselves a little bit, and of course in high school sports that gets you nowhere. So these kids are going to have to buckle down and play from behind. They haven't had to do that a lot this year, Tom. So this is a new experience for these Hornets, but it's they know how the game's played, and they're going to have to make some big plays here and get back in this game.
Spoken like a true coach, and South Central has scored 13 points.
Oh, I like this timeout. And some people will say the clock's already stopped. Why are the Hornets calling timeout? Well, this isn't a strategy timeout, Tom. This is a challenging timeout. These kids are going to get challenged by their head coach, Matt Churko. He saw the same thing I saw. He saw this team out there with their shoulders drooped, their heads down, and that's no way to play high school football, especially playoff football. So he's giving it to him right now and trying to rally the troops, and that's a great coaching move, I think, by Matt Churko.
Absolutely. The South Central Trojans, they have scored 13 points in the last minute and 35 seconds.
And that does get at you. You're the favorite, and you watch that happen. That does bring you down for a second, but there's no time for that. You can't self-pity. You have to go out there and make football plays and try to get back on the lead of the scoreboard.
Well, I feel confident in saying 13 points is not going to beat Malvern tonight.
I agree.
Hutchison throwing.
Oh, boy.
And it is intercepted.
We can see that from up here, couldn't we?
Yeah, and that was a great job there by Caden Haller. The corner, he came off his man and made a play on the football.
You saw that exactly right. When Dirk Hutchison looked out and saw number 7, he was open. Noah Ball beat his guy, but as you mentioned, the other defender came off his receiver. The receivers are too close together, I think, Tom,
yes,
and allowed him to make a great play for the Trojans.
But I tell you what, Haller did a great job, the 5'8", 145-pound junior.
Little guy making a big play. That's what I like about high school athletics. There's a place for the little guy in high school sports.
So the Trojans trying to take advantage of a second turnover, and that Beverly pounds his way inside the 35.
They like that left side, don't they, Tom?
Yeah.
Late penalty flag. Did you see it?
Yes, I see the flag. I did not see what happened. Holding.
Well, it was late.
So Malvern, since their touchdown drive, they have ran 2 offensive plays, 2 turnovers.
Well, you mentioned that. We had the fumble, and then we had the interception.
Yes.
Right.
Both of them on first down.
It's good to face a little adversity, though. If we're going to make a playoff run, you have to overcome that.
Absolutely. And like we said, don't look at this record for the Trojans. Mitchell under trouble. Pressured, and he's dropped.
Johnny Walker was in there, number 88.
And so Walker with the sack. So it'll be second down and about 19. 9:15, clock running here in the second quarter. Mitchell throws it out. Nice catch by McCormick.
This time we got him on the ground. That's what you have to do. You give up that 5-7 yard pass, you got to get him on the ground. And this time Tristan Phillips was able to do that.
So McCormick gets the ball back to the original line of scrimmage, where again the Trojans may be thinking 4-down territory.
Depends on what happens on this play, I think.
Man in motion to the left side. Under 5 seconds and on the play clock. Mitchell under pressure flips it out. It's incomplete.
Adam Mosier on defense made a great play. Made him hurry his pass and came up a little shy. I'd almost punt it here if I were the Trojans. See if you get Malvern inside the 10.
Good call. You have forced 2 turnovers, the last 2. So how about the Malvern defense there stepping up and getting a big stop?
Well, the holding call helped. Let's be honest.
So Carson Music. Now you got to watch him. He's the one who had the electrifying kickoff return.
Yeah, defensively here, you have to make sure he punched the ball. You do not want him faking it and going around the end and trying to get a first down.
So the Trojans will take a timeout. We'll keep it here. And Malvern, just doesn't really have their mojo quite yet.
No, I'd like to see number 9 out there. Trent Severs is trying to pump up his squad. Number 7, Noah Ball, giving the hands up sign, and they're trying to motivate the squad to see if we can turn things around here.
Yeah, they're a little shell-shocked. And, Coach, you have coached too many years to know that regardless what you say to your teenage athletes, if they look at somebody's record, you automatically think, as soon as you look at your undefeated record, that we'd
be all right.
Yeah.
We'd be all right.
Yeah.
Well, that's not always the case. You and I know that.
Yeah. And the coaching staff knew that coming in as well. And I think the football team here
they know it now.
Realized they're in for a battle.
They know it now.
Music.
Left-footed kicker.
Yeah. Booming punt. And it is fielded by Severs.
I think it's Hutchison.
Oh, that's Hutchison.
Yeah.
My bad.
Yeah.
Right at the 15-yard line?
I think it is. See if the Hornets can put together a drive to take this lead back.
Yeah, Malvern. 1 score, 2 turnovers, and 2 3-and-outs.
I'd run the ball with Hutchison here, and I'd have him fake it to Mosier, see if he can get going a little bit. There's the fake to Mosier. No, they gave it to him. He had nothing.
Ooh.
Nothing. Oh, it was a flag, too. Unless if he got his face mask, if he saw a hold. I'd say he saw a hold.
Man, that was Cooper who blew
face
that guy
mask.
up.
It is face mask.
Yeah.
And he didn't need to.
Hey, Coach, I was going to try to be kind, but I didn't see there was any way that could be a hold because he got in too quick.
No doubt about it.
If anybody was holding, they didn't accomplish.
They didn't hold very well, did
no,
they?
because, man, I tell you, Cooper, 5'8", 305 pounds.
I want to see the play where we fake it to Mosier and Hutchison runs it, just to see what that looks like here.
I tell you, Coach, he moves pretty well at 305. Hutchison rolling out. He's got a man. Severs makes one man miss and gets over the 30, a first down to the 32, about a 14-yard pickup.
Senior to senior. Dirk Hutchison hits his good buddy, number 9, Trent Severs. See if that'll incite the Hornet offense for more success. At some point, though, this running game's got to get going.
So a much-needed first down. We've got 7:53 left here in the second quarter. Thanks for joining us here on KGP TV, Facebook, and YouTube. Hutchison keeps it, and he's going to get just over the 35.
It's a good run, though. Good hard run. Got his shoulder square. Got up in there. Got those 2 yards.
Strickland, the outside linebacker, and Wheeler, the inside linebacker, teams up to make the stop for South Central.
Cooper's gone out of the game for South Central. That's big for the Hornets. He's been a tough defender.
He's not going to sneak off without someone noticing him. He has played well. Hutchison, he's got time. Over the middle, and nice defense by Music. No.
Yeah, I think it's Music again, wasn't it?
Carson Music,
yeah.
Yes.
Well, he's everywhere. Number 25. He's a punter. He's a good offensive player, good defensive player.
So now.
That was a 50-50 ball, and it got knocked away.
3rd down and long. You're right. Hey, the pass was there. The catch was nearly there. You just got to give Music credit coming up from his safety position. 3rd down and 7. Hutchison under pressure,
boy.
and he is going to be sacked.
.52 on the play for South Central.
Adam Winans.
He was in there, I know that. Punt time for the Hornets. Noah Ball will be the punter.
So after 1 first down, the Hornets will punt the football away. Nearing the 6.5-minute mark here in the 2nd quarter. Trojans will get the ball back, high snap. Ball booms it. And coming up and making a sliding catch there was Haller.
Well, good play by him. Last time they let the ball bounce and ended up being a 49-yard punt with no return. This time they come up, grabbed that ball before it could roll, and very effective for South Central. They're a fired up bunch, the Trojans, I tell you that.
Yes, they are, and that riding that wave of momentum with the big playoff win last week. And what'd you say their record was coming into the playoffs?
They were 0-6.
Now, I tell you, Coach, there's a lot of teams that win, a few teams that win 0-6 that opted out of the playoffs, and you understand that, good
Yes.
move. If you're 0-6 and you're opting in, that should tell you something.
Absolutely.
So Mitchell and there's going to be an illegal procedure. And I tell you, if this was synchronized swimming, I just don't think the Trojans have all been moving in rhythm. There's been a couple of times that it looked like they've been kind of out of sorts, but that's the first time they've been called for it.
That makes it tough on them. 1st and 10, like I say, 1st and 10 is hard enough in a good, hard-hitting game like this. Now you have to go 15. That makes it difficult. Although the Hornets had 1st and 22 the other couple of sessions back, and Adam Mosier had that nice catch and run.
Receiver stacked to the left. Beverly will get about 3, maybe 4.
They like that left side. They went left again and gets 3-4 tough yards.
Grinder on the tackle for Malvern, nearing the 6-minute mark here in the 2nd quarter.
Beverly's a hard runner. He gets his shoulder square and tries to move the pile.
Yeah, Beverly, 5'11", 175-pound junior for the Trojans. So 2nd down and 12. Gain of 3 for Beverly. And he has it again. And he'll be stood up and dropped.
Sam Foster and Noah Ball on the tackle that time for the Hornets. I'm sure the Trojans are thinking about what pass play they want to run here, 3rd and 11. Hornets are desperately trying to get possession one more time before the half as we're heading toward the 5-minute mark of this first half.
So 3rd down and 11.
They're going to go empty backfield, 4 receivers to the right and 1 lone receiver to the left.
And they've had success out of this formation.
Oh,
Mitchell
he's open.
Over the middle. It is incomplete. Nice defense there by Hutchison.
Yeah, Dirk was right on him. Then our safety, number 5, the freshman Dylan Phillips, was there too. And it was a tight window. He did get one hand on it, but he couldn't pull it in.
So 4:50 left. Malvern with another opportunity to get the ball back and try to get a score in the lead going into halftime. South Central will get the ball to start the 2nd half. Music, the lefty, a booming punt. It's going to hit at the 26 and go out of bounds at the 22.
Yeah, good punt. No return. Hornets set up shop about the 22-yard line. They need 78 yards desperately. They want to take the lead before the half. As you mentioned, the Trojans will get the ball to start the 2nd half. So this is crucial that the Hornets can make some progress here. I'm sure Coach Churko scanning that play sheet, trying to find something that'll work against this defense.
Yeah, Ball had a catch earlier, didn't he? I think one.
Yeah, across the middle.
Yeah.
And caught 2 other balls, but they were out of bounds on both of them.
Yeah, well, and he drew the pass interference.
Which led to the touchdown, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, it did. Yeah, but that was a 4th down play, I believe.
You're right.
So pistol formation.
Oh, boy.
And Hutchison, I don't know if he meant to keep it, but ends up with it.
2 guys went left, and Hutchison went right, and there's some definite miscommunication there.
Be sure to join us at halftime as we will listen to the Malvern Band.
Miss Geneva Ford's the director of the Malvern High School Band. She's done a wonderful job with our program. You know, we're a small school, and she's done a wonderful job with our music department.
So it'll be 2nd down and 9, 4:10 left here in the first half. And the Hornets will take a timeout. We'll take one, too. 4 minutes, 2 seconds left here in the second quarter. Hornets facing a big 2nd and 9 after this timeout. So 2nd down and 9.
There you go, Dirk. That's the play we've been waiting on.
And Hutchison will get the 1st down up to about the 34-yard line. That will stop the clock.
Good time out there by Coach Churko. We organized his troops, ran his best play, and Hutchison comes through with a 1st down run.
And, Coach, we'd like to thank our sponsors, Christian Lamb, the young agent, and Good Luck Hornets. That's from Bob Davis, which would be Peyton Davis's dad.
Really appreciate that.
Whoa.
Oh, high snap.
Fumble.
Oh, no.
And the Trojans come up with it.
I don't think it was that bad of a snap. I don't know what happened.
But, see, I don't know if Hutchison was expecting the snap. It kind of got up on him.
It did. It hit him in the hand. I don't know if it was premature or what the problem was there.
So just like that, the Hornet defense is called upon again. The Trojans. And this has been as bad of a quarter that Malvern's had all year.
Well, if you're Matt Churko and the rest of the coaching staff from the Hornets, you want this game 13-7 at halftime. You're almost thinking, okay, we're probably not going to have the lead, but let's don't be down 2 scores. Let's hold them here and make it 13-7. We go and make our adjustments. And you're going to have to adjust more than just X's and O's. You're going to have to adjust some attitudes and see if we can pull out a win in the second half.
Music in motion and illegal procedure.
I heard him the last time and it cost him 5 yards. You think, well, 5 yards, that's not bad, but it's like I say, it is tough to get you out of rhythm there, and now you have to go an extra 5 yards, and plus it gives the defense a little spring in their step because they know you have to go an extra 5 yards.
And the Trojans, they have hit a couple of big pass plays, but when they've been in obvious passing downs, they have struggled.
Absolutely.
When they've been able to get in second or third and short, they've been able to hit some passes like that one right there to McCormick.
Knocked out of bounds by Hutchison, but they get 7 or 8 yards on that play. Maybe 6.
Yeah, we'll see where.
23-yard line, it looks like, Tom. 2nd and 8, maybe.
So 2nd and 8. So a 7-yard pickup.
We went out of bounds, too, so clock is stopped. Good for the Hornets. They're trying to, if they want to score here before the end of the half.
Beverly.
Left side again.
And he doesn't get much.
2 or 3 yards is all he got. Flag after the play.
Yeah, I believe it was Watson on the tackle, wasn't it?
I think it was, but now we got a little fisticuffs here between a couple of the players. Let's see who got caught with their hand in the cookie jar, because it was both teams, and sometimes it's the second guy that gets caught. We're going to find out which way the referee saw it.
Now, one of them pointed towards the Trojans. I don't know if it's going to be offsetting.
I hope it's offsetting, because there's 2 guys going at it a little bit after the whistle. I don't think there's any bad blood there. I think they just got tangled up with each other, and I hope that the referees see it the same way I did.
Personal foul against Malvern, yes. So offsetting.
I think they handled that just right.
Yeah. So now it's 3rd down and 6.
What do I know, Tom?
Hey, you were correct.
The only thing is now that's a personal foul on you, whoever that was for the Hornets. You can't get another one or you'll be done for the night.
Absolutely.
And you'll be done for next week if we happen to advance.
So 3:05 left here in the first half. Pistol formation, 2 receivers to the left. And again, it's Beverly. And there's a holding call, I believe, coming in. It's normally a hold when the head official throws his flag.
So defense has to decide, we want 4th and 6 or we want 3rd and 15.
The way Beverly runs, I would back him up.
Yeah, good move right there. And like you say, the Hornet defense has been good when it's an obvious passing situation. They've gotten their big passing plays when it's been a running situation.
And, Coach, this has been one of the biggest rules I never quite understood in high school football. An offensive penalty right there, then the clock automatically starts running.
Right.
And if you got the lead late, you just take a few penalties and keep the clock going.
Absolutely.
Again. Mitchell throws it over the middle. It is incomplete. And
flag.
It's going to be
interference on the Hornets
yes.
this time. I think that's a pretty good call, to be honest with you. I think we got in there just a little prematurely. High school, that's not an automatic first down. But it looks like it's going to be close. I think it's 15 yards, but it's not an automatic first down.
No, they will be just a little short.
So the chain should stay there, and they are. It'll be 3rd and, what do you think, 2, 1?
Yes. Yeah, but they
look for number 7 going left.
That's been their bread and butter play. You are right. So the Trojans will take a timeout. We'll keep it here. 2:16 left. And Malvern led 7-0 after 1 quarter. But South Central, 2 touchdowns.
I know the Hornets had the lead.
35.
Yeah, I know we had the lead early on, but you could tell from opening kickoff in the first 6 minutes of that first quarter that this was 2 pretty even teams, and that South Central didn't come here to be the sacrificial lamb for the Hornets playoff game. They came to fight, and they had their way with the turnovers, and and they capitalized on those turnovers, and that's been the difference.
And again, we want to thank Christian Lamb, the young agent, and Bob Davis for sponsoring our broadcast tonight.
Jeremy Taylor's the defensive coordinator for the Hornets. Been awfully proud of that defense this year, and he really needs his seniors to step up here and get this stopped on 3rd and 2. Look for number 7. They give it to the fullback instead.
Yeah, that's the first time I think he has carried the ball.
And I think he got a first down. Well, they haven't had a lot of 2-backs formations. They went 2 backs there, had 7 as the tailback, and gave it to the up man, the fullback, and he barreled over the line of scrimmage to get 2 yards. Makes it 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Yeah, and for South Central, that was Brandon Smith, 5'10", 155-pound sophomore. So, yeah, Beverly doesn't touch it there. Remember, the winner of this game will take on Dalton and Plymouth. Dalton still leading 7-0. Pre-snap penalty.
The referee on this sideline has been busy.
Yeah, and I tell you, the Trojans, they have really racked up the illegal procedure calls. I know early when we thought there was movement, the Malvern sideline was pleading, and have got a few here lately.
I think it's the split end on this time, just starting a little early. The last couple times, and he's a good player.
Yeah, McCormick. He had the 28-yard touchdown reception.
He doesn't need to start early. He's fast enough.
So there's the snap. Beverly's got it, and this may be coming back again because of another flag. That would be a first down, but I think it's holding.
Well, the Hornets have been on the good end of all these flags, and thank goodness, because that's what's keeping us in this game. That would have been a ball. They had been down inside the 10-yard line, and there was a hole. Maybe that's why that hole was so big, because they held at one of our fellas. But nonetheless, we're pretty fortunate that the ball is going to be moved back outside the 25.
You're right. When Beverly's has had some excess, it's been off the left side, but he hasn't had a hold quite like that. And you talk about flags. Did you see as many flags on July 4th here in Malvern than we have tonight?
A lot of flags.
Quick throw, and McCormick has it. Makes one man miss, and he'll get a first down, I believe.
I think so. Inside the 5, or no, inside the 10. It's going to be close. 3rd and 1, maybe 3rd and 2. Clock's running.
Yeah, we're under a minute now. And one timeout still remaining for the Trojans. And there's
he jumped
illegal
again.
procedure. And that's going to be Adam Winans, 225-pound senior.
I feel bad for that kid, 'cause you know he's doing a good job blocking, because he's on that left side of that line. That's where they're having their success running the ball. But that time he started too soon. The clock's running, so the clock should be running. And that would be clock's running. There we go. 44 seconds to go in the half.
So second down. And 7. 30 seconds left until the half. Mitchell. Pump fake.
He's open.
Going long. In the back end of the end.
Popped it. He was open. I think it went right through his arms.
Was that music?
I think it was 25.
Yes.
Tristan Phillips on the coverage.
Well, I tell you, that's music. The Hornets fans that ball wasn't caught.
Yeah, he was open, and the quarterback made a nice throw.
And you got to love the play call. The 3 passes that Malvern has been hurt on has been the quick pass, right out to the wide receiver, one-on-one, and they've been able to make a man miss. This time, they pumped it, and Music got open in the deep corner.
He sure did. Now it's third down.
So 3rd down and 7. There's only 21 seconds left. And that looked – Mitchell throws and incomplete.
Hutchison on the play. They got a guy hurt maybe? Nope, he's getting helped up.
That's good. That
McCormick.
was McCormick.
So they're going to try a field goal here, it looks like. That's a tough angle from the right hash.
So coming out will be Hagan Adams. He's a 5'9", 165-pound sophomore.
And this is a big play because they'll go up 2 scores if they make this.
Yes, and remember, the Trojans get the ball to start the second half. So 4th and 7, 16 seconds left. They're going to spot it at the 18, so it'll be a 28-yard field goal. And the Trojans will use their last timeout.
I wonder if the coaching staff's going to get together here and rethink this. That's a tough angle. They've already missed 1 extra point. But, again, if they make it, they'll go up 2 scores and get the ball to start the second half.
Yeah, now, his first extra point, I think, would have been good from 28.
I agree with you.
Now, his second one was low and below the crossbar. So –
well, they know their team better than we do, so they must think this young man's capable of making that field goal.
And, boy, could Malvern use a big play from their special teams. But you're right. If Malvern can get to the locker room down only 13-7, as a coaching staff, they got to feel pretty good.
Absolutely.
Because about anything that could go wrong has – with the turnovers, the bad field position.
Yeah, this is big right here for both teams. Now watch the fake if you're the Hornets.
So 16 seconds. That snap is down. Kick is up. It's blocked. And the Trojans come up with it. So the special teams. Malvern needed a big play. They got it.
They did, and that's important now. And I think I would just take a knee right here, having the ball at the 12-yard line and try to regroup at halftime and come out and see a different Malvern Hornet football team.
But I tell you, Coach, that would be understandable. But I just remember Hutchison standing back in the pocket down at Old Washington when they played the Warriors, and then him delivering about a 50-yard strike to Sievers in the air, who took it all the way, got behind everybody. But I think they're going to take a knee, as you suggested, and get to the locker room.
I think you're right.
So, are they asking
putting 5. Well, the one fella referee said to start the clock, and there was a change of possession.
Yeah.
I don't know what he was doing on that. I think he was just a little confused. There's no reason to start the clock on a change of possession.
You know, you could be the first broadcaster that gets a technical before,
Wouldn't be surprised.
So that will end a first half, which a shocker here after one half here in the Division 7 Region 25 second round playoffs. It's South Central, the 21st seed, leading the 5th seeded and undefeated Malvern Hornets at the half, 13-7. Again, we want to thank our sponsors, Christian Lamb from the Young Agent and Bob Davis. So Christian Lamb and Bob Davis, thank you so much for sponsoring our broadcast here on KGP TV. And we'll step aside, take a timeout in here from the Malvern Hornet Band. Thanks for joining us here on KGP TV. ugly. No.
Painful.
Yeah.
Hi, I'm Connor Pushcarriage. I'm a senior. I play for the Buckeye Trail Warriors, and I'm a quarterback and free safety. I started playing football when I was in 6th grade. I started to play because of the Ohio State Buckeyes, and I just like hitting people, and that's what keeps me in the game pretty much. Thanks for watching the Warriors and all the other teams here on KGP TV. Now let's get back to the action.
Welcome back at the half here at beautiful Malvern, Ohio. The 5th seeded Malvern Hornets in for a battle as the 21st seeded South Central Trojans lead Malvern at the half 13-7. Scoring in the first half, Malvern got on the board first with 35 seconds left in the opening quarter. It was a Dirk Hutchison 2-yard touchdown run. The extra point by Ryan Runyon was up and good, and Malvern led 7-0. But then on the kickoff, it would be an electrifying kickoff return by Carson Music of South Central, who would return it from his own 22-yard line all the way down to the 7-yard line of the Hornets, which would set up, after the quarter sounded, the first play of the second quarter, that kickoff by Music would set up a 7-yard touchdown run by Trey Beverly. The extra point by Adams was up and good, and with 11:54 left in the second quarter, South Central had tied the Hornets at 7-7. Then first play from scrimmage after the kickoff, Malvern would fumble the football, and South Central would take advantage, as it would be Brandon Mitchell, the quarterback, would hit Jackson McCormick on a little hitch, and McCormick would take it 28 yards to the house for a touchdown. The extra point by Adams was no good. And with 10:25 left in the second quarter, South Central had taken a 13-7 lead. They would get force another turnover by the Hornets. But the Hornets defense would come up big, including a South Central drive that would get down to the 7-yard line of Malvern in the waning seconds of the first half. But the Hornet defense would come up big, get a holding penalty against South Central, which backed them up in the 28-yard field goal attempt by Hagen Adams would be blocked by the interior line of Malvern. And that's how the first half ended. Now remember, the winner of this game next week will play the winner of Plymouth and Dalton. The Dalton Bulldogs, last update we have, they have started the third quarter. They lead Plymouth 14-0. If Dalton hangs on and wins that game, they will host the winner of this game. If Plymouth is able to come back, then Malvern, if they can come back and win this game, they would be right back here next Friday night in the friendly confines. But Malvern with some work to do as well as Plymouth for that to happen. Other score of note at the half, the River Pilots, a game covered by KGP TV tonight. River is leading at the half 7-0, and then we have two games on our KGP TV stations tomorrow night. KGP TV will be live streaming the Philo at Meadowbrook game. So be sure to look for that tomorrow night at 7 o'clock, as well as the Shenandoah Zeps. They will welcome Cold Grove in. That game will also be on your KGP stations as well, so be sure to look for that. And we also want to wish a couple of our local teams that we also cover. The Buckeye Trail Warriors travel to Columbus to take on the Nubians of Afrocentric. Good luck to Coach Donnie Kearns and the Buckeye Trail Warriors, and the Cambridge Bobcats off a big victory last week in the opening round over Lyndon McKinley, also from Columbus. Cambridge will travel to take on the Heath Bulldogs tomorrow night. So good luck to the Bobcats. I'm merely Tom Strasser, Alex Strasser, producing the broadcast. Our man Ethan Clewell is on the sidelines taking highlights of the game tonight for Malvern, and I'm joined by head coach here at Malvern, the boys basketball team, Dennis Tucci, and coach. Hopefully Ethan has more highlights of the Malvern Hornets than they had in the first half.
It was a sluggish time for Malvern, and they have to regroup. I'm sure the coaching staff was doing all they could in there to get things turned around, because South Central played a very good first half. Quite honestly, they could have a two-score lead. They had a ball dropped in the end zone. They had quite a few penalties, and I think Malvern's lucky to be only down 6. And we'll see what happens here, because this Trojan team, they came here to play. They didn't come to participate in the playoffs. They came to win.
Yeah, and after that big kickoff return by Music,
that changed the whole game, didn't it?
Yes, it did. Malvern did not want to kick the ball to him to start the second half. The pooch kick that was fair caught by Parker Gray. The Trojans gives them good field position at the 39, and Beverly will get things off and rolling. And could we have another holding penalty as Bryson White comes up with the tackle?
Well, Bryson made a great play there on defense, and like you said, the referee threw the flag, and it might be another hold, and it is.
So, wow, I tell you what, I have not seen this many holding penalties, and you can hear the Hornet crowd trying to get energized on this. Really, the first cold night of the football season.
Cold but beautiful. I tell you what, it's a great night for high school football. Yeah, I think this will be week 8 in a regular time, so it's time for some cold weather. 72 and sunny in our gym today, though, I'll tell you that.
It's always sunny in your gym. You know that. Pistol formation. Mitchell, quick throw, and it's knocked down.
Adam Mosier, number 1 on the play.
And that's been their biggest success offensively, has been the quick pass out to either Music or McCormick and Moser.
Yeah, they're getting 7 or 8 yards on that. Once in a while, they'll make a guy miss and get more.
Now it's 2nd and 22.
They've been behind the chains a lot.
Mitchell dumps it off.
Oh, that's a good play.
And getting up over the 40 and a lot of the penalty yardage back.
Phillips on the tackle for the Hornets, number 21, Tristan Phillips, a junior. Good thing he did, because he had another 10, 15 yards if Phillips didn't make the play. 3rd and 7 for South Central. They're bringing 4 receivers to the Hornet sideline, and they'll keep their main man on the right-hand side, number 8, McCormick.
Yeah, they hit music earlier out of this set. We'll see what they elect to do. 3rd down and 7. Mitchell back over the middle. It is incomplete, and there's the flag.
I saw it. He got him rather around the waist. Just turned his hips enough that the back judge saw that and going to penalize the Hornets 15 yards. Just got him around the waist and pulled his hips.
So McCormick draws the pass interference, and Malvern loses an opportunity to possibly get the ball back. So they'll have to play another series of downs defensively.
And now this time they'll be in Hornet territory. And South Central spent a lot of time in Malvern Hornet territory. So really the Hornets are fortunate there's only 13 points on that visiting scoreboard.
Yeah, I tell you what, Malvern, they probably ran the least plays offensively in the first half than they have all year. Mitchell gives it to Beverly, and he makes one man miss, and he's in the secondary and close to another first down.
One of the Hornets is coming up a little gimpy. Looks like Johnny Walker, 88. We can't have that. He's a good football player.
Yeah, 10-30. He's hobbling. They may need refs. No one's noticed it yet.
Well, he's a tough kid. He's going to try to stay in there if he can. I know that about him.
So 10-20, clock running. Quick pass. It's caught.
KJ Thomas come up and made a nice play for the Hornets. That's what you got to do. You got to get 4 or 5 yards. You got to get the guy on the ground. And KJ Thomas did that.
Yeah, McCormick with the reception. But a gain of 5. Looking at Walker, seeing if the official checking with him now. Johnny Walker says he's good. So 2nd and 5. Big defensive series for the home.
We've said that a lot, Tom.
Yes.
Do not want to go down 2 scores.
Hauler in motion. And here's another
flag.
Music has it. He makes one man miss, and he takes it to the house. Now we'll see what the flag is.
It's going to be on South Central again, I got a feeling. This referee is not signaling touchdown.
Yeah, the entire offense is past the end zone celebrating.
The referee on the Hornet sideline.
Illegal procedure.
Yeah, he saw it.
And again, not to beat a dead horse, but we have seen that all night from the Trojans. They have not looked synchronized at all on their snap counts, and they are paying for it here lately.
I hate to think what would be going on in this game if those Trojans were in sync on offense, because those 5-yard penalties are killing them. They'd be up 2, maybe 3 scores by now.
Malvern getting a break there. And
makes it 2nd and 10 again.
And again, it's that quick hitch pass to either McCormick or Music. They get out in space, and that's what you want to do. Get your athletes out in space and let them make plays. He's going long to Music. Music's wide open. He catches it at the 5, and he will take it in. A 32-yard touchdown strike. Mitchell to Music.
They faked that short pass this time, as they did earlier in the second quarter, and we bit. The defense back come running up to make that stop. He hitched, then he went long, and this time was a perfect strike, and the pass was made, the catch was made, and the Hornets are now down by 12, 19-7.
And I tell you, Brandon Mitchell, he throws a nice deep ball for the Trojans. So 32-yard reception brings Adams out. Extra point is up, and it is good. 9:23 left here in the third quarter. South Central leading Malvern 20-7. We'll see what the Hornets can do on their first possession of the second half when we come back after this timeout. Welcome back, second round of the OHSAA High School Football Playoffs. We're talking Division 7, Region 25, and we've got a shocker here. Malvern down 20-7. Coach, how big is this opening drive of the second half for Malvern?
Well, that's obviously, I mean, your whole season's on the line. You put together a great year. You're 6-0. You get a bye in the first round. You come out here and lay an egg so far in this first half, and now you've got to get it together. Get momentum on your side, because momentum's a big thing in high school sports and any kind of sport. If you score here, you feel like you're right back in the game.
Yeah, Phillips brings it up to about the 29-yard line. And South Central, they've been able to get the ball to their playmakers in space. See if Malvern can do the same thing here on their first drive of the second half. 9:16 left here in the third.
Well, plenty of time. You just got to make good offensive plays here. This drive here has to result in a score, and you're right back in the game.
And we want to thank our sponsors again, Christian Lamb, the young agent, and Bob Davis for sponsoring this broadcast of Malvern Hornet playoff football. Hutchison has the ball slip out of his hands.
I don't know if that was a pass or a fumble. They're going to say it was a fumble, and he recovered it himself, thank goodness. Only the loss of a yard.
So, wow, yeah, the ball just slipped out of Hutchison's hands.
Fortunate to get it back. That would have been disastrous.
And, you know, Dirk, he has had time to throw the football tonight, too. Just haven't had many chances to do that.
South Central has dominated time of possession.
So, loss of one. Hornets dodge a bullet. Quick pass.
Oh, what a catch by Trent Severs.
So, Severs gets up to about the 34, gain of 6.
That's a big play there because Trent Severs had to go low to catch it, and he did. Good pass by Hutchison and gives him life here for this 3rd and 6, maybe 3rd and 5.
We'll call it 3rd and 5 as we're nearing the 8-minute mark.
Hornets need something good to happen. They need something to happen in a hurry.
Hutchison looking, throws the ball.
There you go.
And he will have the first down. The flag comes in late. Back in the backfield.
What could that be? Didn't see anybody back here. They're going over to talk to the South Central's coach. The referee never made a signal. He threw a flag and walked directly to the Trojan bench to discuss something with the coach for the Trojans, but still has not made a signal. Now he's coming to the Hornet bench. What's he going to call?
Personal foul on South Central. So I guess he was going over to let the coach know.
Make the call.
Yeah.
Make the call. And then, if you want to communicate what it was to him later, but why does he get a private message? This is like, hey, I need a sidebar with their coach. No, you don't. You threw the flag, make the signal, and let's play football.
And what a big catch. That would have been, I think, a first down on the reception by Ball. And add 15 on. And so just like that, 7:50, clock running. 1st and 10. Hornets down 2 scores. Moser, spin moving.
They've stopped that play all night long. That's bread and butter for the Hornets. Adam Moser getting that handoff. They're strong up front, aren't they, Tom?
Yes, they are. Wheeler on the tackle. And
I think the Hornets have run that play 5-6 times. The most they ever got was 2 yards. And many times they lost yards, as they did there. Playing behind the chains again.
So 2nd and 12 with 2-yard loss. Hutchison drops back. He's got time. He's got a man long. Severs, it's incomplete, but here's a flag. Could be a pass interference.
Well, they were hand fighting all the way down the field. What are they going to call?
Caden Holler was defending Severs. It's going to be pass interference against the Trojans. So this is another big penalty. And Coach Corey Fikinson for the Trojans, he cannot be happy with the personal foul and now the pass interference.
Yeah, it's 30 yards in penalties, and this game is too crucial in this deciding playoff football game to have 2 15-yard penalties like that.
So now we don't have a football. That's the delay. And boy, I long for the days when the officials can spot the football again. Some things you just take for granted until they're gone. Hutchison looking, under pressure, throws it incomplete.
He did the right thing there. He waited as long as he could, hoping a receiver would come uncovered. That never happened, so he wisely threw the ball away, lived to fight another day. 2nd and 10 for the Hornets.
Well, I tell you, if the Hornets have a little screen or something, because that time the Trojans, they haven't got a lot of pressure on Hutchison tonight. That was really the first time, but still he had time.
It took a while to get there, yes. But maybe that little swing pass they threw to Mosier earlier in the game on the right sideline here.
2nd down and 10. Hutchison rolling, under pressure, gets rid of it. Incomplete. Down inside the 10.
He did well to get rid of that ball because they were coming on him pretty hard, and he comes up limping a little bit, trying to get the ball to Severs there across the middle.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, it was K.J. Thomas.
Yeah, and the Trojans have an injured player. Hutchison's limping.
3rd and 10. Boy, things just – nothing's coming easy for the Malvern Hornet offense.
No, it's not. 6:49 left in the 3rd. Again, we want to thank our sponsors, Christian Lamb, the Young Agent, and Bob Davis for sponsoring tonight's game on KGP TV. We've got an injury timeout. We'll step aside and be back. Welcome back. The injured player for the Trojans is the 5'8", 305-pound senior Hunter Cooper, who was just shut down the inside running game, and he's being helped off the field and limping. Hope that he's okay.
Yeah, he's been unblockable, so that's a big break for the Hornets, to be honest with you, because he has just stuffed up that inside running game for the Hornets. But we don't want that boy to be hurt. We're hoping he gets over there and stretches out a little bit, gets back in here before too long.
I tell you what, I haven't seen too many 305-pounders that move laterally as well as he does.
And he's a sure tackler. He gets you. He gets his hands on you. You're going down.
So a big 3rd down and 10 here. 6:30 left
Let's see if number 7 gets involved here. Noah Ball.
In the third quarter. Pistol formation. Man in motion. Moser gets it to the short side of the field, and he's going to step out of bounds.
We think he got 5 yards there?
Let's see, they're going to mark him at about the 28, so.
Not as much as I thought, did he?
No.
Leaves up to what, 4th and 7th?
And a 4-down situation.
I think Coach Chucker ran that play thinking he'd get 5, 6, 7 yards, make it an easy 4th down play, and now it's 4th and 7. Need a big play here from your quarterback.
So,
but he's one of our best, so if anybody can do it, number 10 can do it. Dirk Hutchison.
So Hutchison looking.
There's Noah Ball.
He's under pressure, throws it. It is caught by Severs, but he is going to be short.
Yes, he was.
But did a flag?
I think there's a football in the air.
I thought there was a flag thrown in right at the out of bounds.
The Hornets are clapping.
Yeah.
It would be Trojan football.
No, I think it's going to be a first down. It may be a late hit.
Targeting.
Wow.
Hornets have been so lucky on these penalties.
So that will keep the drive alive. And Coach Fickinson, he's just got to be beside himself.
They have to have 150 yards in penalties.
Yeah.
I'm serious.
But there
45 on this drive.
You had Severs made the catch, came back. You had the play stopped. And the Hornets, boy, do they get a breather, a break, 6:08 left. White comes in motion. Moser gets it. And there's another flag. But it may come back. Man, does Moser get to another gear quick. But are we got another holding?
That's got to be on the Hornets this time. That's law of averages.
I tell you, the holding call has been drastically down on Sundays in the NFL. They must have bought them tonight here. I've never seen so many holding calls. That's where they.
And that play was losing yardage. So that's going to be a big penalty.
Wow.
Puts the ball back at the 26.
And they got to go to the 4?
I think it's to the 4, yeah. First and 22.
So first down and 22. Again, Malvern has shown the ability to overcome penalties like this all year. Let's see how they can do here. They got 4 downs to get 22 yards. Hutchison, he's got time. Going deep to the end zone. Ball just unable to corral it. Wow.
What a pass by Hutchison.
Yes. He threw that about 8 yards in the end zone, and he threw it from about his 35. And it had some air under it.
That's the ball a lot of times Noah Ball will come up with.
So comes back, 5:24 left here in the third. Malvern trying to get back within a 1 score of the upset-minded Trojans.
Going back to traditional offense here, flanked by 2 running backs. Oh, fumble again.
And Hutchison recovers it back at the 35. So that's a loss of 9. So, man, it's going to be, you're looking at 3rd down and 31.
That's a couple times that's happened tonight where can't get the snap in the shotgun or the pistol formation. Fortunately, both times Hutchison has fallen on the ball, so at least it wasn't a turnover. But it's 3rd and forever.
Yeah, we know the Hornets will be playing next Friday night. The question is, will it still be in the playoffs? Hutchison back.
Hook and lateral.
Hook and ladder. Well defended by the Trojans.
Boy, One kid was out there, and he guarded both guys.
Yeah.
He had the hook covered, and then the ladder came, and he had that covered too.
And if he doesn't make that tackle on Moser.
That's where you're a coach and you draw the perfect play, but somebody on the opposing side made a better play.
I tell you what, the Trojans, they have tackled extremely well tonight. 3:55 left here in the third quarter, fourth down, and a lot. Hutchison throws it over the middle, it's incomplete.
No penalties this time to get the Hornets off the hook. They're going to turn the ball over on downs with under 4 minutes to go in the third quarter.
And a tip of the cap to the Trojan defense, they overcame 3 15-yard penalties on that drive and still came up with a stop.
Yeah, Hornets had the ball 4, 5, 6 minutes that drive and nothing to show for it. 20-7, 3:48 to go in the third quarter. Got to fight now, Hornets.
So still a lot of time, but boy, you could sure use a 3 and out if you're Malvern.
Or a turnover.
Or a turnover. Mitchell gives it to Beverly.
Bryson White right there. Oh, he's a football player. Bryson White.
So Beverly didn't get much, maybe a yard. And that's one thing with South Central where Hutchison will pull it and run it. Mitchell, I don't think he has ran the ball the entire night.
He has not run the ball one time.
When he sticks the ball out, the handoff, he hands off. Now Malvern has to watch these quick hitch passes.
It's okay to let him catch it, but you got to get him on the ground.
And
there it
goes.
Again. Oh, intercepted!
Touchdown!
Hornets! There's the break we've been waiting on. Dirk Hutchison making the play.
Wow, Dirk Hutchison read that. And South Central has hurt Malvern with that play. This time Hutchison jumps it, and he takes it to the house. A 27-yard interception return, and the Hornets are back in this game. Wow.
What a play by Dirk Hutchison, the senior.
And for the love of elevation, he had to go up and catch the football at its highest point.
Great play by Dirk.
Extra point, and this is huge.
And it's good.
Oh, and the freshman, Runyon, gets it in. And just like that, it's bedlam in Malvern. 2:54 left here in the third quarter. Your score now, South Central 20, Malvern 14.
The Hornets got the turnover they were looking for to jumpstart this fan base and that sideline, and they were feeling sorry for themselves, and Dirk Hutchison made a big play, and now we're one score away from taking this lead.
Wow. What an exciting interception.
Pick six, they call it.
The old pick six, yes.
It wasn't a lottery game, it was a football play.
And how big, my man, is the extra point there by the freshman Ryan Runyon, because now another score, you're kicking the extra point for the lead. And the Trojans, they have to be shell-shocked because one of their bread and butter plays, they're going to be shaky to go back to it. Ball fielded at the 25.
Yeah, that was a good play by the Hornets because that boy was undecisive, number 4 for the Trojans. Kept it out of Music's hands.
Yeah, and I believe that was Parker Gray who fielded that punt again. Or kickoff, excuse me. So 2:49 left in the third, and we've got a injured Hornet.
That's the freshman, Dylan Phillips, got a little cramp.
Yeah, he's Down, definitely a cramp. Oh, it's like in both legs. And those are not fun. I developed one in my right calf late in the second quarter. Luckily, my partner in crime was able to massage it out and keep this broadcast going. We didn't miss a beat.
You got to take one for the team now and then.
So now the receiver stack. Now they have music as the first one, and Beverly is dropped.
Good play by Grinder and Bryson White, I think, on the play.
And it looks like Malvern has Hutchison manned up on McCormick.
It's a good matchup for the Hornets.
So now 2:20, clock running, second down and 9. Momentum on the side of the Hornets. Mitchell, quick dump. And wow, coming up and laying the lumber. Did you get a number of?
Xavier Watson, number 12, was involved in that.
Wow, and I think they actually fumbled the football.
They did fumble. They got it back, yeah.
Man, did Watson come up. Man, was that a big hit? It looked like that was Ethan Paxton, the tight end, made his first catch, 3rd and 5. Fans on their feet. Mitchell looking over the middle, and is caught.
Oh, and he got by him.
Wow, McCormick.
Oh, good play by, I think it was Adam Mosier, I think. Saved the touchdown.
Man. The Trojans, do they have playmakers on the perimeter? Music and McCormick.
Got by the first defender. Looked like he's going to go for a long run. Got the first down, but Adam Mosier chased him down and saved the touchdown.
Yeah, I think that was Hutchison who made a play on the football, and he didn't miss it by much. As he broke on the pass, and McCormick was able to catch it and pick up a big first down for the Trojans. So we're nearing the 1 minute mark of the third quarter. Beverly, wow. Moser there, and
Johnny Walker. Xavier Watson.
And Xavier Watson again. And what about the adjustments Malvern's made defensively? Beverly is not getting any running room whatsoever.
Must be bringing those linebackers up a little quicker. They're pinching those defensive ends a little bit because they really haven't gone wide much. So I think they really shut down the wide and try to take away that inside game. But they went right the last couple times. In the first half, they had more success going left, though. What that's all about.
So 25 seconds, clock running here at the end of, nearing the end of the third quarter. 6-point game. Mitchell throwing it long, and it's incomplete. And wow, music's drawing a crowd now. But I tell you, doesn't good music always draw a crowd?
It sure does.
And I tell you, our man Carson Music, the 6'1", 165-pound junior, has been special tonight for the upset-minded Trojans. 14 seconds. Here's a big 3rd and 10. Malvern a chance to force a punt. Mitchell rolling to his right, throws. He's got a man.
Stepped out of bounds at the 30.
But now it gives you
4th and 1.
Gives you an opportunity to.
Well, they marked it to 31. That's big. Now it's 4th and 2.
10 seconds. Again, that looked like McCormick with the catch.
Little pass and catch there. Little pitch and catch. Easy 5 yards for the Trojans. Wouldn't surprise me if they did the same play. Hutchinson's going to have to move up a little bit.
Oh, I formation.
Don't jump, Hornets. Don't jump. They give you that ha-ha. You got to stay disciplined. They're going to go in the second count. Oh, they're going to call timeout first.
Timeout. We'll keep it here. 10 seconds left to go in the third. Again, we want to thank our sponsors, Christian Lamb, the Young Agent, and Bob Davis. Thank you so much for sponsoring our KGP edition of high school football playoff style.
Boy, it's been exciting. This last 4 or 5 minutes of this third quarter, Hornets were down and out. Dirk Hudson comes up with a big play, and all of a sudden we have a great high school football game again. Excitement on both sides of the field.
Yeah, and the freshman Dylan Phillips still getting those calves and stuff worked on, those cramps. Still.
Where's the pickle juice?
Yeah. Mustard as well, they say.
Whatever.
Hey, but if I got a cramp and you give me mustard, you better put it on a hot dog.
There you go.
And I'll take it. Here it is, 4th and 2. Now pistol formation. Quick throw, it's not down.
Adam Mosier.
Oh, Adam Moser comes up with the big defensive play. Mitchell looked like he was looking for McCormick again.
It's a wonder they didn't try to get the Hornets to jump off sides.
Yeah, well, partner, I'll tell you what, the play before the timeout, they went with their big lineup. They went I formation first time. Malvern had all 11 in the box. And seeing that they wasn't going anywhere with that and had to change their play. So with 5 seconds left, this should be the last play of what's been an entertaining third quarter. Malvern now with an opportunity to take the lead. Pistol formation. Hutchison keeps it. Turns the corner. He'll get a first down.
I love that play. Do I see a flag?
Oh, no.
Well, we haven't had one for like 2.5 minutes. We're due.
A holding call. Neither team has been able to run outside the tackles without getting a holding call.
I think if you asked these referees, what's your favorite color, I think they'd say yellow.
And that should end. Are they going to do an untimed down? So, wow, what a.
That'd have been a 12-yard gain. The ball would have been out to the 45-yard line. Instead, the Hornets are back around the 20, maybe inside the 20.
Yeah, that's a 33-yard swing. Unbelievable. So one untimed down here in the third quarter. Hutchison rolling out, looking. He's got his man Severs.
Oh, he's sure-handed, isn't he?
Oh, absolutely. He'll get up to about the 28 again.
Another flag.
Of 7.
Another flag. Oh, boy. There's an old saying that says referees, when they walk off the field and no one knows they were there, they called a great game. That hasn't been the case in Malvern, Ohio tonight. We all know that the referees are here.
So now there's a discussion. I think it's going to be a 15-yarder against the Trojans.
Well, I think it's on the Hornets for unsportsmanlike
conduct.
conduct.
It's on the Hornets?
I think the receiver threw the ball at the defender when the play was over. Personal foul.
Oh,
yeah.
You're right. Okay. Yeah. I did not see that, and that's a big one.
It would have been 2nd and 14, and now it's going. I think it's dead ball. He didn't say that, but I think it's dead ball. I think it'll still be 2nd down.
And don't tell me we're going to have another untimed down.
Well, it shouldn't. If it's 2nd down, they shouldn't.
So I think they're going to. Yeah, that will be the end of the quarter. Now they have to.
Yeah, it'll be 2nd down.
They're going to have to mark it.
That was a dead ball play. Dead ball penalty. The ball's at the 15.
So, wow. So while the officials sort this out, we'll step aside and get ready for fourth quarter action. Can your Malvern Hornets come from behind and pull this out? Stay with us on KGP TV, and we'll find out. Welcome back to Malvern. Start of the fourth quarter, second down and 41. Yes, you heard me right. Second down.
Oh, they're changing it now, Tom. They had the chain set wrong. They moved it back to the 31, so it'll be second and 31.
Okay.
I don't know.
So
It takes
second
a village.
and 31. Oh.
We all need to pitch in here.
And I have never seen a game with this many penalties. For both sides. Little swing pass.
I like this play. I like this play.
Moser gets a block and hurdles a guy up to about
25 maybe?
Yeah, I think over the 25.
So it's third down and about 15 now.
Yeah, it's makeable now. Yeah,
absolutely.
You got half of it. Nice block by Severs again.
They've run that play twice and had big success on it. It's a big play for the Hornets. They don't want to give the ball back.
No. 3 receivers to the right. Severs by himself. And there, third down, 16. Hutchison.
He can run it. He can run it. He can run it.
Let's see if
he's got it.
He's got it.
He's got it. Don't go backwards.
Oh, turn the corner. What a block.
Yes.
And he's still going.
He's still going.
Hutchison, 30, 20. Are you serious?
Flag.
10,
Flag.
5.
We had a block. We had a block that we didn't need to make.
Where's
block.
the flag? Oh,
I saw it.
no.
It was a good call. We had a block
Behind the
play on a defender, and they're going to call it. It's still going to be a first down, but it's not going to be a touchdown.
Whoa.
We did not need to make the block. The Hornet player did. It's going to cost us 15 yards, and we'll still have the first down, but
it was behind the play.
behind
I
the
didn't
play.
see it. Yeah.
I watched it. It was a good call.
Hutchison with the most electrifying 75-yard touchdown run I think I've ever seen. Now, it's 75 yards. He ran probably 138. But
Great
it's
play
still
by
a
Hutchison.
first down. Good call, my man. But now, I'll tell you what. The most amazing play when Malvern played at Buckeye Trail was Hutchison had a 55-yard touchdown run zigzag to the house.
Right.
And it was called back. And I couldn't believe he ran the ball the next play. That's a 100-yard sprint down and back.
Right.
And let's see if he keeps it again. Okay, he
Gave
gives
it up
it to
this time.
Moser.
Take a little breath.
Yeah.
Another flag. Are you kidding me?
Unbelievable. And here's
Another
another
flag.
one.
This one's got to be on. This time it's got to be on South Central because it's their turn. Heads is South Central, tails is Malvern.
And there's 2 flags.
Let me make this clear. No one's getting cheated, Tom. No one's getting cheated, but no one wants this either. Where's a flag on every play?
And the old saying is, just like in basketball, you could throw a flag or blow the whistle in every place. Somebody's doing something. It's
Right.
what impact
At some point,
does it
you have to
on
say,
the play?
boys, you decide who wins this game. At some point, you have to say, fellas, you decide.
But Malvern's walking backwards, so we have a holding against Malvern, personal foul against
my
Malvern. Wow. So that's a 25-yard penalty. So, they declined the holding and took the personal foul. Well, hey, you overcame a 1st and 31.
Matt Churko wants an explanation. He wants to know what in the heck is
Yes.
going on here.
Yeah,
I've been coaching a long time.
He is on.
This is playoff football in Malvern, and I want to know what is going on.
Yeah, he's on the field. He is beside himself. And look, the Trojan coaches, they have an official corralled over on their side.
They have the same question.
Yeah, exactly.
What is going on?
Yeah, and is this a timeout Malvern?
It is. They're just trying to regroup.
And I tell you what, why don't we regroup as well after we thank our sponsors, Christian Lamb of the Young Agent and Bob Davis for sponsoring tonight's wild and crazy playoff game.
I think this is an example of, I've done this myself sometimes coaching, and they say, you want a timeout? Yes, not for my team, for your team, sir. Your team needs a timeout. And I think that's what this is right here. I don't think Malvern needs a timeout. I don't think South Central needs a timeout. But the third team just might need a little timeout.
We still have 11:20. So we have played 40 seconds of this.
And I want to reiterate, no one's getting cheated
No.
here.
Oh,
no
no.
one's getting cheated. It's just a lot of penalties, and it just makes for a sloppy game.
Wow, both teams have to be well over 100
Oh,
yards
easy,
in penalties.
easy. And if you take the yards that were gained, that were negated because of the penalty, we're talking each team over 200 yards.
Hutchison, that was play of the year material that was called back.
He's going to keep it this
Yeah.
time. Yeah, he does.
He
There he
gets
goes.
a
There he
block
goes.
by Sievers, 50. He gets to the 43-yard line of South Central. It's about that's about a
24-yard run, 25-yard run. Yeah.
20. Yeah, 21-yard. 21-yard run. And again, wow, I tell you what, Trent Sievers, he's as good of a blocking wide receiver. We know he's got big playmaking ability. He showed that this year, but man, does he block extremely well downfield. Hutchison looking for ball. And he caught it. He caught it.
In traffic.
And here's a face mask penalty. That ball was nearly intercepted, and getting up is McCormick, and he just looked at his sideline, put his hands up in the air, and said, "How did I not have that?"
He thought he had it, didn't he?
Yeah, and
No ball came up with it.
Yeah, and I think they grabbed his face mask. How did Ball catch that? Wow, did Hutchison put some mustard on that?
Boy, he threw a strike, didn't he?
And see, you can see the swagger back in Malvern. It's, they've had a 1st and 31 and a 1st and 25 on this drive, and they've overcome both of them.
Absolutely.
And we still have 10:45 left in this game. This is a drive for the ages, but they got 19 yards to finish. Hutchison keeps it. And
They're waiting on him that time.
Yeah.
Yeah, you said there's 10:45 left. That's the estimated time of when this game will be completed at 10:45 tonight. It'll be tomorrow when you get home tonight, Tom.
But what place would you rather be on the Friday night? The
Beautiful this time of year.
Malvern, Ohio.
Beautiful this time of year.
So it's 2nd down and 8. Ball at the 17. Hutchison keeps it again. He's got running room.
Inside
Slip.
the 5.
And that's a 1st down. 1st and goal at the 4. If he doesn't slip, he may take that in.
Yeah, he made a nice run there. Good cut back.
And I tell you what, you got to give a lot of credit to the offensive line of Malvern. They are opening some holes that were not there in the first half.
Hutchison again.
Hutchison hurdles a guy to the pylon. He's down. So, wow. You got to think Hutchison's going to look the.
Yeah, he's not going to hand this ball off. He's taking it in himself.
Well, I tell you what, give Steinberg, Foster, Davis, White, and Grinder. They have taken over the battle at the line of scrimmage here in the second half for Malvern. 8:45. Malvern 1 yard from tying this game with the extra point pending. Two backs next to Hutchison. Hutchison is in for the touchdown. And just like that, Malvern has rebounded from 2 scores down to tie it up. And out will come the freshman.
Peyton Davis will be the snapper. Mitch Miner will be the holder. Ryan Runyon will be the kicker to see if the Hornets can take the lead here with 8:30 to go in the deciding fourth quarter.
So the 1 yard touchdown run. Runyon's kick
Great
is up.
snap.
It is
Good.
8:30 left in the ball game. Your score is now Malvern 21, South Central 20. Woo! What a comeback for Malvern. We'll step aside and be back and see if the Malvern defense can get another stop. Thanks for joining us here on KGP TV. Runyon set the kickoff. Thanks for joining us here on KGP TV. I'm merely Tom Strasser. Dennis Tucci, Alex Strasser producing this game behind the camera. And here's a kickoff by Runyon. He keeps it away from music. That's a live ball.
Well, that worked out well for the Hornets.
Wow, what a nice kick there.
Well, it's certainly been exciting here at Malvern these last 10, 15 minutes. Great drive by the Hornets. The players are playing. The cheerleaders are cheering. The refs are reffing. The coaches are coaching. The band is banding. And we got 8 more minutes of this to go.
And, hey, Caden Strickland right there for the Trojans did a nice job scooping that live ball up. So now the Trojan team has to be shell-shocked. And that was Beverly.
They're going right all of a sudden, Tom. They've gone left the whole first half. Second half, they keep going right, and they're not getting anywhere.
Yeah, Peyton Davis there with the tackle.
I don't know if they flipped their line to the strong side versus the weak side of the field based on what hash mark it's on. I'm not. That's beyond me. But I know that they went left a lot in that first half. And this half, they've been going to the right.
Well, I tell you what, you got to love the energy the Hornets are playing with here in the second half. 2nd and 9. Mitchell has to keep it.
He didn't want to.
No. Yeah, Beverly stopped and turned around when he didn't get it. You're right.
I think if the quarterback would have kept it initially and just started running, he'd have been okay because it would have caught the Hornets by surprise. But he was just as surprised that he still had the ball, and it cost him.
What a big third down play here. 3rd and 8 from the 23. 21-20 Hornets. Mitchell drops over the middle. It is knocked away by Hutchison.
No flag. Oh, there is a flag.
In the backfield,
but it's holding.
Okay. So Malvern will decline this and get the football back. Boy, Would it be a gutsy call to take the penalty and back them up
No,
10
no,
yards?
we want 4th and 9.
No, I agree. I just said it'd be gutsy.
Yeah, we want 4th and 9, and they're going to punt it.
Hey, with the way the flags have been flying, you're right. You got to.
The sooner we get the ball, the better.
And again, wow, has Hutchison stepped up and made play after play right there to knock the ball away, avoid the contact.
Yeah, that was great defense by Dirk.
Dirk Hutchison, 3 touchdowns. He's got the hat trick. I tell you, if I wasn't wearing my favorite Raider cap, I would toss it out there on the field. Punt by Music.
Oh, no. Okay.
Hutchison, fair catch at the 48. Nice punt by Music. And who was that got close?
Bryson White was in there.
That was
I know.
White, yeah.
I was hoping he didn't rush it.
Yeah.
Rough the punter.
And can I give props to Music again for just simply not flopping and trying to get a
Right.
ball?
Might have worked.
We got too many floppers in today's game at all levels in all sports. So, pistol formation, 7:03 left. Hutchison keeps it, finds running room across midfield to about the 47.
Good 4-yard gain.
And now does Malvern kick it down to gear?
Yeah, you just keep going forward now, 4 or 5 yards at a time.
But you need a touchdown because the Trojans are one big play away from taking the lead. .6:25 left. 2nd down and 6. Mosier to back.
Mosier fakes
Hutchison
it.
has
got
it.
Oh, great
Wow,
flag.
what a tackle.
That Kiesel made a nice play on that play. Oh.
Yeah, because Hutchison had blocking in front. It's 3rd down and 1. Remember, the winner of this game will be traveling to Dalton, who knocked off Plymouth 21-0. Hutchison's just going to keep it, and he's going to get the 1st down.
And more. And
still
more.
on his feet. 30, 20, 1 man to beat. 10, 5, Music got him. Touchdown.
Wow. What a play.
Dirk Hutchison
1-man wrecking crew.
has put the Hornets on his back. An electrifying, exhilarating 42-yard touchdown run to the house.
What a great run by Dirk Hutchison. He's been all everything tonight.
And this is a big extra point here. It can make it an 8-point game. 5:27 left. Runyon's kick is up. It is good. 5:27 left. The Hornets have exploded.
21 second-half points.
Wow, a 24-0 run for the Hornets. So we'll keep it here. We want to, again, thank our sponsors, Christian Lamb, the Young Agent, and Bob Davis for sponsoring tonight's ball game. Please be sure to thank these gentlemen for their sponsoring of this exhilarating Malvern comeback. 5:27. Game not over yet. Still a 1-score game.
You know, the kickoff by Malvern has been a big play in this game. When the Hornets scored first to go up 7-0, they had a kickoff that was fielded by McCormick, I believe, or maybe Music, and he ran it all the way back inside the 10 to give South Central the momentum. Well, then when the Hornets took that 21-20 lead, they had a great kick that was down inside the 20, and that gave the Hornets all the momentum.
And they've moved Music over to this side where Runyon has been kicking. Let's see if he goes He's going to go to the other side.
That's smart football.
Absolutely. Wow. Up to the 44-yard line. Was that Gray on the return? But how odd does it sound, partner, to say Malvern has scored 21 consecutive points and it's a one-score game still?
Right.
That just tells you, give the Trojans of South Central a lot of credit. This team comes in believing, and they still believe as well as they should. 5:18 left. This could be their last shot. Both teams with 2 timeouts. Mitchell throws. It's caught. Strickland still on his feet. Over midfield and around the 40-yard line. About an 18-yard catch.
Well, I think when the Dalton Bulldogs watch this film, they're going to see a hole in the Hornet defense that they're going to try to exploit next weekend.
I tell you,
if we do get this win.
Jackson McCormick, another catch. And big run afterwards. Mitchell throwing long. He's got music, and he's got a touchdown.
That didn't take long. 2 plays, Tom.
Wow, 41-yard strike.
Now they'll go for 2, see if they can get it
Yes.
tied.
And how about Mitchell? What an outstanding throw.
Well, you mentioned it early. He throws a nice, soft, long ball that you have no choice but to catch it because it comes right into your hands. Big play now because it's a tie game if they get this 2-point conversion.
Yes.
If not, momentum swings back to the Hornets.
And again, the Malvern crowd, they're shocked. This is huge here. 2-point conversion. Music coming in motion. 3 receivers to the right. And there's a flag.
Intercepted.
It is intercepted, so I believe it's illegal procedure.
Johnny Walker on the interception.
I think the flag is against South Central.
I think so too. Turned upfield a little too soon, yes.
So, wow, still a dicey situation. We'll keep it here. Mitchell, the music, 42-yard.
Well, both teams have scored
pass.
4 touchdowns, but Ryan Runyon and his crew, 4 for 4 on the extra points, and the Hornets have turned the Trojans away on 2 of their 4 extra point attempts.
And my man, of all the big plays in this football game, do not forget the waning seconds of the first half, the 28-yard field goal attempt by South Central that was blocked.
Right.
If that field goal is made, they're not having to go for 2.
And prior to that, they had a ball dropped in the end zone for a 6-pointer. We'll see if they onside kick here, if they elect to kick it deep. With 4:50 to go, I think I would just go ahead and kick it deep and trust that your defense can get off the field, although the Hornet offense has not been denied in this second half.
And it's been Hutchison. He is keeping it. Now, South Central has 2 timeouts left. Malvern up, looking in case of an onside kick. 4:50 left. Buckle your seatbelt. The ball is 40, 50, Moser horse collar, clothesline, whatever.
Well, you had to do whatever you had to do to get him down. I mean, he was running.
No, it was a clean tackle.
Yeah, he had to.
But
Adam will feel that one in the morning.
I tell you, still, when he turns the corner, he finds another gear most kids don't have.
Yeah, if you knew that, if you were South Central, you would have went ahead and tried the onside kick because that's where the Hornets get the ball anyway.
Now 4:39.
And now with the missed 2-point attempt, the Hornets take the lead here. And they get another touchdown. They're going to go up 8 with a chance to go up 9 and put the game away.
a touchdown or a couple of first downs needed. Mosier has it. Let's see if South Central uses a timeout. They will not.
Yeah, Paxton made a good play there for the Trojans. Loss of a yard for Adam Mosier.
Man, I tell you, regardless what happens the rest of this game, South Central, they've got to be very proud and feel good about themselves the way they have come in. They were underdogs last week, knocked off the 12th seed, and they're giving the 5th seed and the undefeated Malvern Hornets all they want.
They're going to
Hutchison
keep it this time.
it.
Yeah, no surprise.
Goes over to the left end, and he'll get about 3 or 4.
Paxton was involved again.
And wow, money ball down right here. What do you do if you're Malvern?
Well, the Hornet running game took a positive swing when Hunter Cooper went out of the game. Let's be honest. He did a great job defensively, and he went out with an injury. I don't think he's been back in.
Good call, yeah.
And that really opened up some inside running for the Hornets.
Yeah, the 305-pound nose guard, he shut down everything. This 3 receivers to the right. There's 3:20 left. Hutchison looking, over the middle. Oh.
No, ball fell down.
Yeah, ball falls
He fell down. And the ball went to his right. He was trying to make his way back to it. He was wide open, and he hasn't been open all night.
Yeah.
He's made some catches, but he hasn't been open. I think you got a punt here. And trust that your defense can hold him. It's 4th and 8. I think you have to punt.
And music going back. Along with Haller.
Need a good snap here. Got a big target back here. Noah Ball's 6'4", and he's done a great job punting all year long.
3:14 left. South Central will get the ball back.
Faked it.
Hutchison looking. He's
Faking
got
it.
a man wide open.
Oh!
But unable to connect.
And now puts the Trojan offense at the 43-yard line, only needing a field goal to win it. Gutsy call. The play was open. They had that in their hip pocket. And it was open, but they didn't execute.
And this Malvern defense that has been huge all year is called upon here to save the game. 28-26. 3:08 left. First down and 10 from the 43. Mitchell. Mitchell looking, 3 receivers to the left. Under pressure.
Oh, no.
Oh!
He's wide open. He's got it.
McCormick has it. He fumbled the ball, but he
got
gets
back on
it back. Oh, they're going to say he was down.
He got it back anyway, so no loss there. Back to all the way down to 22 on a little pump and go.
Yeah.
Oh, they're going to call flag on the Trojans.
Wow.
Oh, boy.
What's the call? This is huge. Of all the big penalties, this may be the biggest.
Oh, it is for sure. Illegal man downfield, I think what they're calling.
And Mitchell, I don't know if that was a busted play or not.
It was,
because
I
he
think.
got outside the pocket and McCormick went long. Wow.
They're starting the clock, and they haven't marked off the penalty yet. What are they doing here?
Yeah. Now they want to stop the clock. But now they've got to start again.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, first
What
down
is going on?
and 15. 2:35 left, clock running. What a big penalty against the Trojans. Mitchell under pressure, going long. McCormick out of bounds. Whew. And I tell you, that was pretty good coverage. McCormick going back to get the football.
Yeah, they have a penalty. The referee starts the clock before they even marked off the penalty.
Hey, and I tell you, is that Hutchison on the cover?
It is, yeah.
Hutchison is a laboring. He's limping some here. 2nd and 15, 2:22 left. 2-point game. Throw to Music, and he slips and goes down right in front of Phillips.
They're going to call timeout here.
And he stays in bounds.
Yeah, he wouldn't have had to if he didn't fall. It's going to be 3rd and 8, 3rd and 9.
Yeah.
I think I'd call timeout if I was South Central.
And you just hold your breath. Every time 2 minutes left. 3rd down and 9. Mitchell flooding the side, and it's incomplete.
He had 24 open.
He was looking for Haller. Incomplete. 4th down and 9.
This is the game right here.
This is the game. And
if the Hornets hold him here, the Hornets are going to win.
And if you're the Hornets, you know South Central, they are going to put the ball up the number 8 or the number 25.
Absolutely.
If anyone else beats you, you got to live with it. Those are the two guys.
Yeah, Hutchison's going to guard McCormick,
and
they're going to go ahead and call timeout now.
Yeah.
The clock's already stopped. They mismanaged the clock there. It happens sometimes in high school football. Heck, it happens in pro football and college football. So we see it every Saturday. We see it every Sunday. I thought they should have called down or timeout after the 3rd down play. The clock was running. They were a little disorganized. Now the clock's already stopped at the 4th down, and they went ahead and called the timeout. But maybe they thought they needed to get organized here because it's the biggest play of the season for them. You hope that the Hornets, who are 6-0, know how to win, and they're going to finish these last 2 minutes. And you hope that South Central, who's, had a rough season, they come up short a few times.
Well, I'll tell you, this may be the best 1-6 team.
Oh, good team
in the state of Ohio. They've got playmakers, and their big man in the middle, Cooper, losing him was
watch when the running game kicked into high gear once he was out of the game.
So this is your ball game right here. 4th down and 9.
Look for Johnny Walker to get some pressure on the quarterback here, number 88. Number 1, Adam Mosier, see if they can get to the quarterback. Going to roll this way. Here he comes.
Rolling. Throws. It is intercepted.
Noah
Ball.
Made a play. Noah Ball made a play.
And the Malvern Hornets, 1:42 left and away from moving on to the 3rd round.
And you got to remember, they've already used 2 timeouts now. They're only down to 1. So basically, Hornets just need to take care of the ball here and find a way to Dalton.
Yeah. So, Malvern.
I wouldn't even hand it off here.
No, I expect Hutchison.
Go forward.
It's not going to leave. It's not going to leave his hands.
There he goes.
And he'll stay in bounds.
One more.
Yeah, he's going to sit down. That's good. Yeah, Music is going to draw the foul. So, Music draws the personal foul.
I don't like that call. I don't like that call. He's just trying to grab the football.
Yeah.
No.
He was not.
No harm there.
No, he was just trying to give his team a chance to win the football game.
And Hutchison had the ball, and he wasn't giving it up.
No.
There was no personal foul there. Come on. Oh, they threw him out of the game. Come on.
No.
I don't like that at all. I don't like that. Now the young man, if he's a wrestler or he's a basketball player, he can't play in his first 2 games, and the kid just was going after the ball.
That's all he did.
Hutchison took no offense to that.
No.
Be different if it offended Hutchison in some way, and he got up mad, and there was bad words exchanged. There was none of that. It was 2 kids fighting for the ball. For goodness sakes, referee, stay out of it.
Yeah, Music's just trying to save, and
I mean, I don't know if that boy's a wrestler or a basketball player, but now he has to start his season without getting to play, and I don't like that. But the Hornets now can just take a knee. They're up 28-26, only one timeout remaining, so they could really just take a knee. The Trojans could take one more timeout, and then the clock will run.
Yeah, Malvern will be getting on the bus, good Lord willing, and heading to Dalton. If they can milk this last minute 33 out. Now, the clock should.
It's running, yeah.
Running,
it's running,
yeah.
Take a knee.
So 1:20 left. The Dalton Bulldogs, a 21-0 victory over Portsmouth, Big Red. Don't forget, tomorrow on KGP TV, be live streaming the game in Byesville, Philo at Meadowbrook, and also the game in Sayersville. Shenandoah will be hosting Cold Grove. Want to wish the Zaps and Colts good luck. Hutchison keeps it.
Hornets want to score again.
And Hutchison's going to take it in for a touchdown.
That's 5 touchdowns for Hutchison tonight.
Wow. And he takes it in, 16-yard touchdown. And you know something, my man? Really, if you're South Central, the only chance you had was to get the ball back.
Right, so you have to miss this extra point, though.
Yeah, but I mean, yeah.
If they don't miss this extra point, they still have life.
Yeah, so for South Central, that was really the only thing they could have.
This extra point is crucial. But he made it,
and it is up, and it is
5
good.
for 5, Ryan Runyon. 5 for 5.
How big is that? So that will ice the game. But I tell you what, I wonder if South Central said, hey, if they run let them score. That was your only chance.
Yeah.
Because if you don't score, then the clock, you just got to do one kneel down, then it's over. But Runyon.
The Hornets will be traveling to Dalton on Friday night. If you remember, Dalton plays in the Wayne County League. They beat Smithville about the same score that Malvern beat East Canton. And then Smithville and East Canton hooked up in the first round of the playoffs in Division 6. And Smithville won 12-6. Not a math guy, but just makes me feel like that game's going to be pretty even next Friday night in Dalton.
Yeah, and hey, don't forget, East Canton was playing without their big gun who got hurt here against Malvern. And East Canton, you take the 6'4", Mr. Hoover off the field, that really is a big blow. So credit East Canton for hanging in there like they did, shorthanded. But wow. You know, as big of a – you look on the scoreboard, Malvern has 35 points. And the talk's going to be how they struggled offensively. Right.
Well,
for a big part of this game.
They didn't get their 14th point, the 13th and 14th point, until about 3 minutes to go in the third quarter.
Wow. Runyon, what a kick. This ball's nice return there by Caden Holler. And what's the flag here for?
Well, man. Got a freshman that's all upset down there, 32, Manny Walker. He's mad about something.
So 42 seconds left.
We got time for another flag or two.
So the officials are going to huddle up.
Why not?
42 seconds left. But before you were so rudely interrupted by the flag, you were saying that they got their 14th point with.
I think so, Tom. Wasn't it late in that third quarter? I think it was under 4 minutes when the Hornets scored that 14th point.
Hey, good call. Yeah, it was 2:54.
So we scored 28 points in 15 minutes.
Yes.
That's hard to do. Waving off the flag.
But
we haven't had that yet.
But I tell you what, It's hard to believe. It seems like so long ago that Carson Music caught that 42-yard touchdown pass, and you needed a defensive stand on the 2-point conversion, or we were tied.
Right.
Wow. And how about the big pass play that was called back? You look at the score, and it's literally a play or two here or there, or a flag or two or 3 or 4 or 15 or 20.
You got to give
here or
credit
there.
to this squad from South Central. I got all the respect in the world for them.
Absolutely. The Trojans, what a great job their coaching staff has done. Mitchell under pressure, throws it up, and this is going to be intercepted.
Tristan Phillips.
It is by Phillips. So that will put the icing on this victory cake for the Malvern Hornets.
That's good to get a playoff victory for these young guys. They've been wanting one, and it's been a couple years since Hornets have had a victory in the playoffs. So it's good to see. I think 2012 was the last time the Hornets had a playoff victory. We had 7 straight years where the Hornets went to the playoffs. And 1 year, 2008, they went all the way to the Final Four.
Now, Coach, how far of a drive is that to Dalton?
Oh, it's not far at all. 30 minutes, 35
is that it?
minutes.
Okay,
yeah.
so.
Right up Route 30.
All right, and there's the kneel down
Victory
for
formation.
Hutchison. 5 touchdowns for Malvern.
Wow, what a night for Dirk Hutchison. And a big interception, if I'm not mistaken.
5 for Hutchison. Yeah, one was a pick 6. Yeah. Congratulations, as the Malvern Hornets will advance
Good seeing you, buddy.
to the 3rd round.
Thank you.
Final score, 35-26.
Hard-fought game. 2 good teams, I think. That South Central team, they came to play, and they battled the Hornets, and we are very fortunate to get a win tonight.
Yeah. And congratulations to the Hornets. Very happy for them and their coaching staff and the Trojans. Wow, what a gutty effort. And they will go home wondering what could have been up 2 scores late in the 3rd quarter before Malvern pulled it all together.
I'm glad you guys, speaking of, on behalf of the Malvern Athletic Department and the Malvern community, the Malvern High School football team, Tom, I want to thank you and your staff for thinking about us, and I know our listeners. These last 2 weeks, I'm walking around town and walking around school, and people are listening, and they really appreciate you guys doing this for us, and it really, with this COVID-19 and people can't get here, and they feel like this is the best result we can have, and people are really appreciative of what you've done, and I want to thank you myself.
Well, hey, Coach, I don't want to let the cat totally out of the bag. Our goal is during basketball season is to come down and watch you work the sidelines as you magically do in your team. And I need to remind you, Coach, hey, 2 weeks from tonight, first official practice.
Yeah, someone asked me this week, I can't believe you're going to have to coach with the mask on. I can't believe you're going to coach with the mask. And I said, listen to me.
No.
If they told me to wear a mini skirt to coach, nobody want to see it, but I would do it to coach this squad. We got a good squad coming in, and I can't wait for it to get started.
And Coach, we thank the good Lord, we've been very blessed. When you look going to the 3rd round of the playoffs, that'll be week 9. You think just a week before week 1, everything was still up in the air.
Right.
What was going to happen, with COVID and everything. Some teams have had to drop out of the playoffs.
Unfortunately.
I know. But and for Malvern to keep going, and then the thought of having a basketball season. Volleyball is now moving on in the tournament. So hopefully that gets through, and basketball does as well. And Coach, before we wrap things up here, I've just got to ask a question when it comes to basketball. 2 weeks ago, I was told from other coaches they were kicking around the possibility of a 12-game schedule and then going right to the tournament, and then if you was eliminated, doing like football and picking up games. Have you heard?
I haven't heard any
anything?
of that. No.
You haven't heard? Okay.
We're full. We're right on schedule.
Oh, 20, yeah,
so
okay.
far, 5 scrimmages, 22 games.
Okay, but I had some coaches 2 weeks ago tell me that was just being kicked around. The thought of shortening the season to try to get to the tournament, just with the fear of.
Well, my thinking
everything.
is this first month or two is going to be hit and miss, but hopefully by end of January, beginning of February, we can get things settled here and make a run for that playoff in basketball and get a true March Madness for everybody.
Amen. And it's great that the playoffs. Let's just say one of the best words, in the English vocabulary. Playoffs. And Malvern gets the experience here. And as we wrap things up, we want to thank our fine sponsors. Once again, Christian Lamb, the young agent, and Bob Davis. Please be sure to thank them for sponsoring the game tonight. I imagine Dalton will have somebody covering on their side. If not, we'd love to jump on the game next week. But, all we can do is check and see. But tonight, the scoring started with 35 seconds left in the first quarter. It was Dirk Hutchison, a 2-yard touchdown run, extra point by Runyon. That's a theme tonight. That was big, was up and good. And Malvern led 7-0 at the end of the first quarter, right after a big kickoff return by Carson Music of the Trojans would set up a Trey Beverly 7-yard touchdown run. Extra point by Adams was good. And 6 seconds into the second quarter, South Central had tied it up at 7. But then after a Malvern turnover on the first play from scrimmage, it would be Brandon Mitchell who would throw a 28-yard touchdown pass to Jackson McCormick. The extra point was partially blocked, and with 10:25 left in the first half, South Central would lead 13-7. It would stay that way until halftime, where Malvern would have to come up with a goal line stand and block a 28-yard field goal just before the half. How big that would turn into, we would see later. Then, with 9:23 left in the third quarter, again, Brandon Mitchell would find Carson Music this time, a 32-yard touchdown pass. The extra point was no good. And the extra point was good by Adams. And South Central would lead 20-7. Then, with 2:54 left in the third quarter, Hutchison, after turning over on downs for Malvern, it would be Dirk Hutchison. First play from scrimmage, would jump the hitch pass, intercept it, and take it 27 yards to the house for a pick six. The extra point was good. And just like that, it was 20-14 South Central. Then Malvern would get the ball again. And with 8:30 left in the ball game, Dirk Hutchison would take it in from 1 yard out, a drive that Malvern overcame a 1st and 31 and 1st and 25. On that drive, Dirk Hutchison, 1-yard touchdown run, extra point by Runyon would give Malvern their first lead of the second half with 8:30 left. Then with 5:27 left, again, there goes that man. Dirk Hutchison would take a 42-yard electrifying run to the house. Extra point by Runyon, once again, was good. And Malvern, with 21 unanswered points, would now lead 28-20. But then South Central, with 4:50 left in the game, Brandon Mitchell would again find Carson Music. This time, 42-yard touchdown pass to make it 28-26. The 2-point conversion was pass was knocked down by the Hornets, and the score would stay 28-26. And then with just 50 seconds left, Dirk Hutchison would run it in for his 5th touchdown This time a 16-yard touchdown run. The extra point by Runyon would put the game away 35-26. And that was the final score. Malvern with 28 points in the second half. But all the big plays Hutchinson made, the pick six may have been the biggest.
Well, that's what got everything going. It turned the tide. It was a 2-score game at that time. He made a great read on that interception, stepped through it, took it to the house, and got the Malvern sideline pumped up. And that was under the 3-minute mark, if you remember, of the third quarter. So the Hornets scored 28 points in the last 15 minutes of this game.
Wow, yes, you're right. 2:54 left in the third when that pick six occurred. And South Central with the football up by 2 scores, momentum definitely on their side. And that really turned things around. Well, as we head out, once again, we want to thank Christian Lamb, the young agent, and Bob Davis, who got to watch his son, Peyton Davis, and his teammates advance to the third round of the playoffs, where Malvern will take on Dalton next Friday night. So thanks to Christian and Bob for their sponsorship of tonight's broadcast. And I'd like to thank my daughter, the lovely Alex Strasser, who produced this game and did a great job doing that. And my color man, you put the color in color commentary, Coach. It's always a good time hanging out with you, and I've really enjoyed the 2 broadcasts we've had, and especially tonight's, because, man, Malvern had to work for it.
It certainly does. Well-deserved, well-earned victory, and the reward is a trip to Dalton next Friday night, and it'll be a lot of fun for these kids all week to prepare for the Bulldogs. It's a good football program. Just wasn't long ago, 2-3 years ago, they were in the Final Four, and they've always played good football over there. So we got our work cut out for us, but this team will be up for the challenge. You're going to take Dirk Hutchison and Peyton Davis and Adam Mosier and Trent Severs. There's only 4 of them, but those seniors have been in a lot of big games, and believe me, the Hornets will be ready next Friday night.
Yeah, and good luck to South Central. They'll get to pick up the 2 last games to end their regular season. A playoff win for them, and the way they fought the 5th seed in Region 25, South Central, a lot to be proud of. Good luck to them the next 2 weeks. Good luck to Malvern next Friday when they travel to Dalton. Short trip. It ought to be a lot of fun. And we on our KGP stations tomorrow night, Philo travels to Byesville to take on the MVL champions and undefeated Meadowbrook Colts. That ought to be an entertaining game. 2 explosive offenses. Darren McCullough, Heath Dawson on the call there. And then Coldgrove travels to Shenandoah. Good luck to Coach Jesse Wells and the Zaps. That game also on KGP TV, as well as good luck to the Cambridge Bobcats and the Buckeye Trail Warriors tomorrow night as they hit the road for playoff games tomorrow night. It ought to be a lot of fun. So on behalf of the KGP family, Alex Strasser, Dennis Tucci, and I'm merely Tom Strasser, we want to wish everyone a great and pleasant weekend. And once again, your final score, Malvern 35, South Central 26. On behalf of the KGP family, good night, everyone, and have a great weekend. Be safe.